Ready to die?
Oh, we are more than ready to die.
What's your fanciest battery or electricity wire?
Alright, welcome everybody to the 29th session of Ruinous Paths. Not 30th, not yet. We'll leave that for a brighter future, or this might be a very glum just ending to the tale of the glorious goats, as they are now facing one of the most dreaded encounters, Mordecai, the Hand of the Triad. A powerful man in his own right, Mordecai is a soldier second, barbarian first. To give you a bit of an example, here is Mordecai's handout once again for Van specifically, who may not have seen the Goliath form beforehand.
Yeah, big blue boy.
Needs some sort of
What?
facial lotion.
I thought he was a giant, not a Goliath. Jesus Christ.
Oh no, he's
Yeah,
giant. I'm using Goliath in the adjective.
Yeah, every time I see this picture, all I can think is that his burning beard actually hurts, and he's just constantly in screaming pain.
Like, before we die, I just want to say, like, this man had to actually sit down and be like, those damn glorious goats. Like,
Those motherfucking goats.
Goats.
Motherfucking
Scooby-Doo.
Last we left off, just a quick reminder. The party of the glorious goats are hunting down for Mordecai to find their friend Ashful, who was kidnapped by the Triad in an attempt to find information regarding the demonic origin, as well as relative information on demonic beings in general from the royal libraries of Center, while contacting a magistrate, in fact an inquisitor. On his way there, however, Mordecai seized the opportunity and captured the young druid. The party raced to a meeting point of Mordecai's selection, an abandoned mine. There, they are to fight, as Mordecai issues a duel against Grimthought, bringing his own posse there beforehand. So, that is for the major part. We have Van, a new player still, second session in, and first combat. Welcome. Best way to begin a battle is with a boss, I believe, in my opinion. Demon Souls has taught us anything. So, I'm not gonna be delaying too much. I think we're gonna just jump immediately into the map I prepared.
Cuckoo. Wait.
Oh.
Jen?
Quick
Jen?
question.
What?
Spice?
Oh yeah, hi.
Hi!
Hello.
I was like, oh, they're about to play Dungeons and Dragons.
Yep,
Let's see
and
what's
we are
going
streaming,
on.
so I'm sorry for what I'm about to do next.
Oh, cool. Alright.
Yep, I'm sorry, friend. You have been muted. Bonk.
Alright.
You should just stay muted when I don't listen to the other stream.
I don't like the giant skeletons, okay?
Let's have a Oh boy, those are big blue lads. How did we miss them last time?
Oh, sorry.
I-
I did mention there was a force. I didn't go into specifics of what they were.
Oh, so those are the guys with the bow and arrows, right?
Yes, onto the side.
The guys up on the...
Yeah, onto the side of the map. The figures that are currently hooded as well are all figures with bows and arrows. Don't worry, they will be revealed in time.
Cuckoo.
So, in the middle of the arena, Grimthought and Mordecai are facing one another head to head. And I will say, you may choose to position yourselves however you like on the bottom part of the map. Because I placed you like where I thought you would be. But if you want, you can take a moment or two to just position yourselves where you think your characters would be.
Okay. I'm gonna stay where I am. Let's see. 1, 2, 3.
I'm gonna stay close to Trust since I need her.
Oh, you're gonna make me blush.
10, 15, 20.
My plan literally relies on you. I can't.
I'm presuming you wouldn't allow me to move 10 feet closer now.
Yeah, you can. Sure.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
That's mainly just so that in the first turn of combat I can actually reach the fucker.
Fair.
That sounds
Fine.
fair.
I'm fine
Before
standing.
anything, I want to ask: are you all going into combat together?
Yeah.
All right.
We did agree to that before we went into this. We
Yeah.
did say that like
Yeah.
Grimthal wasn't doing this on his onesie.
I'm gonna have to
He's
bring
not allowed.
I'm gonna have to bring this track
Man's a
again.
hitter, so he's gonna be near the front.
Yeah, you frontline fighter.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be using the crossbow.
So,
Alright.
so Grimthod, is
Mm.
this an honor thing? You want to go toe to toe, one on one, with Mordecai, or do you want to help?
Grimthal looks back to you just like, I mean, we brought you so you could fight with us. So yeah, get
Alright.
in there.
I want everyone to roll me initiative.
Cool.
I'm waiting until I see the initiative tracker.
Oh, that's fair.
Okay. Advantage.
Oh, no.
So 19. Awesome.
Oh my god,
Me.
I rolled an 8.
Okay, Van, you go before me.
So
Now
roll
here's the
that,
big thing. Where is Mordecai in the initiative?
and
Yeah.
because of advantage.
Oh!
Okay.
What's
there
Hang
we go.
on.
What's
Oh,
your
yeah.
dash?
Oh shit, he's on a 20. Fuck.
Yep. Advantage on the initiative as well.
Yeah, he a
It's
fast boy
fine.
too.
It's fine because then it's Trust, Kiki,
Yeah.
and Mordecai.
Mhm.
It's
We're in.
fine.
We're in
Oh.
the right order.
Okay, it's not lower than Trust,
Uh,
which is good.
I think it's clear that Mordecai's been looking forward to this all week, though.
Yeah, no.
I-
This has been his entire weekend. He's just like, oh, I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna grab one of them. Then, I'm gonna fight the strong guy. And it's gonna be awesome. He's gonna be dead. Yeah.
It's gonna be
Also,
bear
by the way,
hugs,
story
headbutts.
stream that we don't have cameras on, it's Roll20, not us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we tried. That is actually why we're 20 minutes late, just because we
Yeah.
tried to get it to make it work.
Wait, I'm gonna
Roll
have
20
to
saved
roll.
you from that.
I'm gonna have to roll for the dog.
Oh, right, there's a hellhound next to Ash.
There is a
Oh,
bumper.
Oh, dog?
You're
We
fighting the dog as well. I am heartless. A monster.
We
Remember
know that
when
you
I
are.
made a...
It's not going to be
I
the
made a
first
hellhound
animal
friend.
Van has punched.
Oh.
I mean, last campaign we did have a hellhound that was like on our side, so that was fun.
No trust.
Shitty that
He's
way.
my dog. I'll do it.
Oh.
Oh
Mm, that's a reference if I've ever heard one. Alright, so let us descend this. Good. Good. Very good. Oh no. Lupus, what's your dexterity? Just ask.
Max.
Your dexterity.
Max.
How much?
It's max level.
So,
Oh, so it's 5.
yeah, you can just say 5, you know.
Ah,
Alright. Very well.
Interpolate.
Let us just change then. As we begin. Mordecai, yeah, Mordecai takes the front step. I knew I was like, am I using this seriously again for the second time this week? Yes, I am. Mordecai is going to begin battle by using a furious rush, entering into a rage. So we're gonna put that up. Alright. And yeah, you know what? Oh, my Van is not in the initiative, sorry. Where are you, Van? Ah, so Van, for you to be added on the initiative, you have to click on your token and then click on the initiative on the character.
Alright, let's try this again. I rolled worse.
Well,
rolled eight.
you have an 8, so don't worry about it. Like,
Yeah, we can just change it manually. There you go.
But yeah, we have the same deck, so you can go before me.
so, as I was saying, Mordecai goes into a rage and is going to not waste any time at all. He's going to run up towards Grimthod. And as he runs, he puts the hammer to the side and swings. So let's make some attacks.
That seems reasonable.
Yay!
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. 3 attacks.
Ah!
Okay.
50 hit points left.
So good news is that two attacks probably miss you because one is a 13 and one is a 16.
16 hits, because it's exactly my
And
AC.
they 30.
Yeah, I'm gonna imagine a 30 hits. Quick question, is that crit?
No.
Wonderful! Cool! Secondary question, is he reckless attacking?
No.
Cool! Excellent! Love it! Great.
You want to know something better?
Hmm?
You take 29 points of bludgeoning and 11 points of fire damage from the first attack. And then
That's just from the third. Okay.
from the first. And 29 points of bludgeoning and 8 fire. So I'm gonna type that down altogether.
Yeah, so
my God.
separating out the damage type doesn't really matter for me, so just whatever the total is. Cool.
Okay, 58 and sorry, I didn't hear you fast enough. And 19 fire.
Oh, okay. So, minus
I would
19.
have gone down.
So, that is me on 37 hit points.
And I need you to give me two strength saving throws.
Cool. 14.
Alright, fail. You are shoved 10 feet to the side.
Okay. And same again with the 12, I imagine, or does
And
that
you're
even matter?
prone.
Cool.
What the fuck?
As Mordecai
I'm not sure it is that
swings
cool.
upwards, he slams you to the dirt, and as you just get your bearings, another smack. The warhammer breaks into your ribcage, and you feel the heat of the warhammer melt your very skin as Mordecai has the biggest smile on his face. If you will not kneel, if you will not run away, if you are not going to scurry, then you will die. Lupus.
What?
Mordecai is a giant, and for all accounts, he has gigantic strength.
I know, but like, Jesus Christ, the Cream Blood couldn't even rage.
Yep.
Yeah.
Didn't even get a chance to rage. Although I'm currently in the middle of thinking that might not matter, but we'll see how Lupus's turn goes.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking about the same thing.
You see, the other problem is, I wanted to ask if you wanted to rage at the beginning, but you were not surprised.
Yeah, I mean, like, if it could be assumed that I would be able to do that before combat actually starts, then yeah, I would actually go into a rage.
I'll allow it.
Did any of that get halved?
The 58 would become a much more significant 30.
4.
4.
Wait,
Thank you.
no.
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 Wait.
Was it?
29.
No, it's
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm here. Hello.
So yeah, how much would that be? That'd be
49.
half of the 58 and then plus 19, yeah?
Yes. So
Okay.
29 and 19. Because I'll allow it because this is a battle for both. There's two barbarians. Both of them would rage before combat.
Yeah. So, boom, boom. So yeah, Lupus, your turn.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Okay, so where's the mage?
All the way on the back.
Which one? This guy?
Yes. The one behind Astral.
He's specifically the mage, right?
Well, as far as
yeah,
you can tell,
this-
he has
this
a
one.
chain and a collar over Ashfall, but yeah, if you were to assume he's a mage, sure.
Now, I'm gonna try the face wound crossbow on him 4
Alright.
times.
Fire.
Right.
Uh, 28 and 16. Do any of those hit? Both of them hit.
both crits since that he didn't attack yet.
Ah, yeah, good point. Assassinate.
Fair.
Does Lupus technically have an ally in 5 feet?
You deal 20. Sure, roll for it.
I think it automatically adds sneak if he hasn't gone yet.
Oh,
If I
right,
remember
that's
correctly.
actually part of the assassinate thing. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
No, but you would have advantage against a creature that has not yet acted on the initiative from the assassin trait. So, anyway, you add your sneak attack. So
Okay.
roll sneak attack. Once, double. So 8.
Okay, so 8.
And now I'm gonna use Action Surge.
Oh,
Good
this
thinking, good
this
thinking, good thinking.
disgusting combo, I love it.
It's still on advantage, right?
Yep,
Yep.
it's a roll advantage on another attack. Or another 2 attacks, actually, wouldn't it be?
Yeah.
Because I have the feet.
Oh!
Good job.
Yeah. Both of them hit.
So is he
That's
dead?
Yeah.
Give me a moment. I need to calculate all of
Duel.
that.
Yep, that's a lot of numbers.
Damn.
Does the sneak also crit?
Yes, it did.
Yeah, because it got doubled earlier when it
Okay.
doubled up to 8. So yeah.
Okay, there we go.
I'm
So
just
we do it
calculating
like-
numbers. Don't pay attention to me.
Since,
Yeah, no.
no, I'm just thinking since it also, like, natural 20 crit, does it double crit?
The thing is, he's already used sneak attack this turn, so you can't use it again even
Oh
with the action
right,
surge.
I forgot
Yeah.
about that.
And give me a moment. I'm gonna make.
It's been
Right
too
now
long
that-
since I played Rogue.
Right now, that mage is going through his employee handbook, looking at his health coverage.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's a total of 34 halved to 17. Oh my god. Okay.
This is a mage barbarian.
I think he has resistance from some other source.
Oh.
Probably a magical one, I would imagine.
All right.
Don't forget the
As-
face with some magical weapon.
As you fire the arrows, you notice the first one reveal the form of the Archmage, breaking the hood, and the illusion of the chain around Ashfall's form, around his neck, as well as the collar, and his stone skin is visible as it immediately breaks after the first arrow, being pepper sprayed. And I finished adding all of that damage.
Right.
Still standing.
Wow!
Barely.
Good for him! Good for him!
No.
You know what? I'm proud of him.
He
Ate his Wheaties this
He
morning.
really did do his best.
and I think I'm gonna hold. You can't see it because wrong layer, of course. There we
Yeah. He's probably on like 1 hit point.
go. By assumption.
Oh, that's not a lot.
Oh no, dear lord, no.
There's like solid two pixels.
As you unload, you also notice Mordecai go. Oh, so that's how you want to play it. Fine, advance. And you notice that the figures onto the from the hill all immediately just take off their hoods, revealing themselves. Their skeletal forms. The skulls are blighted, pale
Oh,
white,
shit.
and they seem to have
Oh,
their
no.
bows aimed at your direction.
Wait. That means kill the Archmage first and we might see a reaction.
Good thinking.
That's true, but I think you're out of actions, buddy.
I have a bonus action that I can use.
Oh, true. Do you want to try throwing a dagger?
Is he
You
eating
still-
it?
You do have an advantage though.
True.
Why not?
Well, I guess it would go disadvantage so normal.
Advantage, so cancel it and you just have a regular attack.
Wanna throw a dagger?
Dagger will not
Why
make
not?
it.
They
doesn't
have
have
the
enough. Doesn't have enough distance.
It's outside the range. Dang.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, he does have his move action as well.
true.
Use my move action. How close will I get?
Let's see, 30 feet straight up. You're talking like there, and then further. Let's see, that's
That's
to
60.
do. You'd be 60 feet from him.
Will that be
I'm
in
pretty
range
sure
to
that's the
throw a
exact
dagger?
range. I think it's 60 feet.
I mean, it just has to touch him at this point, I think.
The exact long
Do it.
range is 60 feet.
Try
Okay,
it.
Stealth?
so you could
Try it.
run forward
Try it.
30 feet, fuck a dagger him, and if it hits, he's dead. Effectively.
So where are you
Even
running?
if-
Can
the
you show
handle.
the marker again? Where do I have to move?
Oh, yeah. There.
Alright. And I'll throw a dagger.
All right. Unfortunately,
And not
he's
just any
65 feet away from you. If you were
Hang on.
calculate that.
Hang
Oh
on.
wait. Fuck.
You went. So you went from. You were standing here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, no, that's. He's exactly 65 feet out of. God damn. You gotta hate that.
Well, I take out my shield and
Can't
With
you?
that-
So, since you're action surging, can't you? Don't you get 2 bonus actions?
No, you only get 1 bonus action on your turn. He could theoretically bonus action dash just to get in range for next time, though, but that would leave him very surrounded.
But that's stupid, since he can just do that next time and just walk a little bit closer. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
He is now in.
We had an idea.
Didn't pan out. We were 5 feet off from the idea exactly working.
I'm very sorry, Lupus, if you died because of this.
Yeah.
No, that was a
Sure.
bravo, very good move. You almost killed the enchanter like a
Yeah, but
single turn.
Mordecai is right there. Lupus is right there.
Is,
you hear?
Okay,
You hear
so,
Lupus call out to Dross, shoot the Archmage.
panic because Trust just saw Grimthawd take a pretty hefty hit, saw Lupus run. Like, Persephone knows the plan is to path to the grave Mordecai. But there's a lot happening right now.
Yeah. I think Grimthawd, like, from the ground will just scream, "Save for Leafy Goat!"
So it's my first turn of combat, so I have 40 feet of movement.
Yes.
So I can position myself here. So Trust is just gonna yeet. Wait, I'm ranged. What the fuck? Pull out her longbow. And let's see if this hits. I'm not gonna use sharpshooter. Does a 24 hit?
Well, whom?
Big boy, Archmage.
That will hit.
Cool.
Do damage.
8 piercing.
Yep, that's enough. From 1 hit point, the Archmage is pierced. Ah!
Oh my god.
Ah! No! Kill him! He point sorry. Kill him! The Elven Archmage points at Ashfall. As Ashfall, your spell breaks, and you're freed from your domination.
Nice!
I still have 2 attacks left because I get a bonus attack from being a Doomstalker.
Hell yeah.
And then I get a second attack because it's greater. So we're gonna shoot this guy right here. The other one that's by Ashfall. Does a 26 hit?
Mordecai?
No.
No. This dude up here.
I'm trying to. I'm setting
That
some cover
dude!
for Ash.
That dude is definitely gonna get hit.
Excellent.
Oh no, Jeff!
7.
No.
Alright.
He's taking 12 damage.
He
Jeff,
does.
I guess.
As
Oh, god damn it!
the cloak tatters,
Yeah.
and you see the form of a magistrate. Blood on the left side of his face, and the right side completely rotten as the arrow goes straight through one of his eyes. He grabs the arrow with one hand and pulls it slowly out, dropping it onto the floor.
Jeff, not like this, Jeff. Okay, we're just gonna use my last attack. These guys are these guys are elevated, right?
Yeah, they're on high. They have the high ground.
Anakin.
Holy Sundead.
My mind immediately went there.
Yep.
We're gonna shoot the white again. 14.
Does he have healing
14
arrows
against
with
an answer?
ground flash?
Let me check the AC, and I'll tell you. Oh, that does not hit.
Yep. You do have healing arrows. You got them from one of the. I can't remember where we got them. But we picked
You
them
got
up
them from
fairly
the
recently.
orc friend back in the city of Zolaria.
Right. Yeah, when we
I
traded for
got-
the weapons. Yeah.
I got all I have written down for myself is 5 glowing arrows, whatever the fuck that means. I don't think we ever figured it out.
Healing arrows.
Yeah.
Glowing
healing arrows
are light arrows.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then 6
Yeah,
plus 1
healing-
arrows.
Yeah. The healing arrows are in the items in the journal.
The group loot.
They are an uncommon item.
So, is it your turn?
Yeah, because yeah, I don't have it. Wait. Give me 2 seconds to just double check some.
Yeah, it's a very
some
stressful
things that
situation, I
have.
understand.
I just want to see if I have any bonus action stuff that's here. Spare the dying. No, go.
That might
That's it,
come in
that's all I
handy.
can
You
do.
never know.
Alright. Very well. Then we go over to Grimthud's turn.
Okay. I'm thinking about if I want to do this now or do I want to try and save it.
Oh right, I'm gonna do my other thing before mental vision. That we talked about.
Yeah. Is now the time. God, the damage output of this motherfucker.
Yeah, and it's not even that for a giant. He's not even that strong.
Yeah. Alright. This is gonna seem like a dumb move. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to drop Rage as a bonus action.
Still that.
He slapped the angry out of you?
I'm going to stand up.
Yeah.
As Grimthod stands up, he kind of inhales through his teeth and then lets out a very slow, long breath. And then all of his tattoos alight with green energy as he casts haste on himself.
That's smart.
Very well. You focus, and a primordial form of magic begins to pulse through your tattoos. You see one of them resembling the form of a swirling pattern, similar to that of a snake, begins to glow red on your arm, and all the way up to your shoulders. The form of a bull begins to move on your skin as you are hasted.
I am then going to use my one extra action now to attack him. I'm going to reckless attack to give myself advantage, and I'm going to use at least Great Weapon Master. I might consider Ballad of Might if I hit him. That is a 21 to hit.
That hits.
Alright, Ballad of Might. I'm going to give... Let me see now.
Yes.
So I'm going to be using up my reaction, and I'm going to be giving myself and Kiki resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage for the next turn.
Alright, you see both of you begin to get enveloped in this red haze as Mordecai notices. He turns away from you and says, Oh, I'm not done with you. But he looks at Lupus, and he's going to use at the end of your turn, if that's the end of your turn.
Oh no, I haven't done damage yet. That is 21 damage. Not great on the dice, unfortunately, but hey, it's guaranteed damage. Kiki, you now have a +2 to your damage for the next turn.
Alright, that is 10 points of damage.
Okay, yep, have to. Well, this is a magical weapon.
Yeah.
Oh wow, he's
Rage
bypassing
does
the
not
damage
care
resistance.
whether magical weapons are used or not. You know this.
Really? Oh, okay, my
Your
mistake.
own rage
I thought.
does the same thing.
Okay, my mistake. Continue.
As you hit Mordecai with the celebrator, you watch as he looks at Lopus and goes, Between you and the tiefling, I think you will break easier. Mordecai is gonna point.
Oh shit!
Mordecai is gonna point at Lupus, and he's gonna use a villain action chosen for death.
Ah, Jesus.
God
What
damn
the-
it!
What does that do?
You'll find out.
I
Next
don't-
are the Blightbringers, who
it
under the
could
command of
involve
Mordecai
dying.
are gonna fire arrows. 2 of them are gonna fire at Trust, 2 of them are gonna fire at Grimthod.
Okay.
Each of them makes
And
2
it's
attacks.
at that moment
Yes. Each of them
I
have-
realized
Yeah, you...
I never increased my armor class.
Oh.
Hindsight 2020.
So,
Oh,
first,
wait. Didn't we do the thing?
Which thing?
The rings.
I have to activate it.
Ah.
It's a spell. I have to activate it as an action.
armor class is
Oh,
a
no.
14, so 3 attacks hit. I need 3 Constitution saving throws from Trust. 2 Constitution saving throws from Trust and 1 Constitution saving throw from Grimthod.
Okay. 15.
5 and a 19.
5 fails, but the other 2 succeed. As first arrow hitting Persephone. Sorry, my bad. I forgot the name change.
It's okay. I also forgot about the
Yeah.
change.
It's also
It's also
wrong.
you did roll 20. Yeah.
It's also wrong on the token. Yeah.
I'm just
Oh,
here like
I-
I'm a fucking bean. Okay,
Oh, there we
you
go.
take 5 points
Thanks,
of piercing and 5 points of necrotic damage.
That both of us.
That would be Persephone, as you lose 5 from your maximum hit points, which you will regain after you take a long rest. And Grimthod, and also Persephone, you take 6 piercing, 5 necrotic as well, and Grimthod you take 10 piercing, 2 necrotic, halved to 5 and 2.
So,
what's
sorry.
What's the second one?
I'll type the overall damage right now.
Yeah, if you don't mind. Cheers.
11 piercing and 10 necro for Persephone, and 10, which is 5 piercing and 2 necrotic for Grimthod.
Okay.
You go.
So 7 total. Okay.
Yep, and the archers are gonna remain what they are. They are perfectly fine just firing at you from above. Next up is
That makes sense.
the giant skeletons.
Son of a bitch.
Drop haste.
Yeah. Oh, that sucks.
You feel a wave of lethargy fall over you as your consciousness slips for a moment. The giants are both going to look over into the battlefield. They're gonna follow their last directive. They're gonna go for... Ash-
When
Oh,
has
Jesus.
Ash entered an initiative?
Yeah, he's at 8.
Oh, there he is. Oh no.
The skeletons pull out their massive javelins and they're going to thrust them down. Both of these giants resemble raiders from a clan you have not even seen in your journeys. The armor they bear is strikingly similar to the one that Mordecai wears. They're going to stab at the 3 times each.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my God.
Okay, well,
Ash,
Ash,
you're
go down.
Well, bye, Ash.
You've got Revivify on you, right, Persephone?
Yup.
Cool.
I just gotta get over there for one.
Alright, that is... Wait,
I
is
think
that...
they would have like advantage anyway since he's prone. So
What? No,
Right.
he's not prone.
No, he's
He
not
was
prone.
dominated.
He was not prone, he was
okay.
standing, but that's only 2 hits.
Out of 6?
Yep.
Wow.
wow.
Ash's armor class is 19.
Yeah, okay,
What?
fair.
Almost as high as mine.
Oh, just one quick thing, Jen. When you were calculating the hit on Grimthod, was that an 18 to hit?
That was a 25.
Okay, just checking because the +2 AC from haste. Just on my account for something, but no, it's cool.
You take 35 points of piercing damage.
Oh!
Ashfall as...
He's weepy. He's
Yeah,
weepy.
as both of his giants thrust their javelins down with immense speed, trying to impale you, but none of them managed to hit enough for you to just be impaled on the ground. And next up is the other surprise, friend. The larger hooded figure reveals themselves to be the serpentine form that Ashfall you had encountered on your journey here. And as it reveals itself, the abomination is going to act.
This is absolutely a TV game.
So like, Jack, how attached are you to Ash really?
Kinda.
I think the question is more how attached we are to
Under
Ash,
there.
which is too much.
Okay, I saw the fucking damage.
The abomination is going to dash, and it's going to go right in front of Lupus as it slithers through the
I'm
battlefield. 40 feet of movement twice. It arrives before you, looming right in front of you, taunting you as it speaks. You are going nowhere. Next up is the Hellhound, who is going to...
See Lupus look at him. Oh shit, Sherlock.
The Hellhound is gonna move 50 feet up. Oh, that's not enough. Shame. Actually, yeah, it is going to move 15 feet up and turn to Mordecai. It's not even close enough. Big sad. It's gonna dash. It's going to dash right next to Grimthod.
Hi there, Pupper. How are you?
Ashfall,
good to
you
know.
are still alive, but the Whites and the Giants are looking at your direction with death in their minds.
Yes.
You took down the Archmage. Good. That was not my trump card.
No.
No.
But it got Ash into the battle, and that's what matters. But also, Jesus Christ.
Can you teleport?
No.
I need to make sure, okay?
Valid.
It's one thing I think you can do.
We're in a sticky situation here, folks.
Is now the time to wild shape or no?
Into a squirrel?
And run? Yeah. Have you ever tried to hit a mosquito?
Can't say I
Very
have.
dodgy.
Be a malaria mosquito.
Even
No, I'm
worse.
just saying, like, if you're really tiny, sometimes it's hard to hit you. Just
Ashfall,
saying.
what do you want to do for your turn?
That's what I'm wondering. How many dice do I get to roll for this? 1, 2, 3, 4.
When in doubt, wild shape, worm, dig down.
That is good, but I don't think it does much for me. First things first.
Kiki just being like, yeah, I can see, I'm just away. The battlefield is
You know, they haven't seen me do anything, so I'm just like, yeah, I'm fine being here. I'm very squishy, okay?
Alright, Ashfall, what's the trick?
Yeah, first thing, we're gonna throw out a bear spirit to assist my teammates.
Alright.
Don't worry about us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
don't worry
you're the
about
one
it.
about to die.
Is it a bonus action or an action?
It's a bonus action.
Alright. Bring in the bear.
I have anxiety citrus.
I'm really cold. And I
Where?
have
There they are.
a blanket and my heater on. I don't like this.
I'm just really happy we don't have cameras today because now people won't judge me for anxiety eating clementines.
All right.
I mean, would any of us?
Yep.
Anxiety Eating Clementines is a great band name.
Five.
You know, once we survive, that's gonna be us.
Alright, you summon a bear.
Everyone
and you-
but Kiki apparently gets 15 temp hit points and you advantage on strength checks and saving throws.
Cool.
Pog.
The bear spirit appears out from the Feywild. It jumps into the material plane. And with a mighty roar, all of you feel invigorated by a natural boost. Your health. You know? Natural health benefits. There we go.
Natural health benefits of the bear.
Now, what I want to try and do, we're gonna make this as tight as possible, is I want to encase myself in a wall of thorns.
Oh my god.
Oh, interesting.
Wall of thorns with a very, very small circular radius.
How big is the radius for Wall of Thorns?
Let's see. You can choose to make the wall up to 60 feet long, or a circle that has a 20-foot diameter, so up to 20-foot diameter. It is up to 20 feet high and 5 feet thick. 1 blocks line of sight.
Sure. 20 feet, you say? Fine, let me get the fireball.
They're both up to, so I'm basically making a very small one around myself.
Up to? So like a 5-foot one?
Yeah, pretty much. I'm just basically making it around me and encasing myself in it.
A 10-foot, yeah, okay, I see.
And, we'll say it's just big enough to encase the skeletons in 1 foot.
Oh, it is. It is big enough to stop them. They are like in the Wall of Thorns, as the Wall of Thorns is summoned from your staff or yourself.
You might as well use the staff charges at this point.
Yeah.
What are you saving them for?
Honestly, completely forgetting what staff I have.
It's Staff of the Woodlands.
Yeah, Staff of the Woodlands. Have I not brought it into Roll20? I would be a bean if I had.
No, it isn't. It isn't here.
I don't have that.
You sure?
It's
It's
in
an
it's
item.
an item.
Yeah,
I don't think I ever took it.
No. We got it from the jungle, and we had just agreed to give it to you.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
right. Maybe you. Oh, that's a shame because you had this entire time.
Rip.
Which gives you also
They're
+2
burning.
bonus permanent to your attack rolls with spells.
I assumed Coda would make that.
No.
Because I'm already good at
We had
spells.
We had a discussion and we said
Yeah.
I
Ashball.
honestly don't. Maybe I wasn't here. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not on my list, so
Oh, there you
it will
go.
be from now on. Let's see. So, yeah, sure. We'll use one of the ones from that.
All right.
Yeah, I think it's like what 7 charges from the thing.
7.
Says
Basically,
6.
yeah,
Right
6.
now,
But
5.
yeah, you can't really use much out of it anymore.
Yep.
Um,
I'll take that down. And both these giant skeletons have to make dex saves.
against your spell save DC, of which is
16.
yeah, both of them fail. Roll damage.
Nice.
All right. 78 piercing.
Heard him.
Good numbers.
It's not bludgeoning, so they
That's not
won't
bad.
die immediately. But I don't want to be the person to give you the health bar shift. Alright.
Show us how much.
Oofda.
Oh, that's a decent.
Okay.
chunk.
Okay. From a wall of thorns, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's more than likely half because it's not bludgeoning damage. So.
You see that as the wall of thorns appears around you, it bursts, and the skeletons that are reaching for you suddenly get encased within the wall. They reach, but the vines and thorns are holding them back, and you see their armor begins to crack, bend, and shape itself by the thorns. Some of the bones break, but most of them remain intact as you see these giant skeletons. The bone structure of giants is pretty good.
High calcium content.
They drink their milk.
Thick bones.
Is that your turn? Please end me.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Alright, Van.
Well,
This
out
went
of char-
bad immediately.
Out of character, I'm leaning towards helping Grimthog because he took a massive hit that first round, but
I also can't act on my next turn. Just throwing it out there.
yeah, okay, so that makes my decision. But Van, in this last like 15 seconds or whatever, is watching all this amazing carnage unfold, and this slow smile creeps itself across his face as he wades into Mordecai.
Baby, I missed you.
Oh, is it time for the name of the weapon to come finally forth? Let's do this.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
He pulls forth a great sword with ancient orcish runes running up and down the blade. Van himself cannot read these runes, but he paid a shoddy wizard to tell him what they meant, and he thinks it means spanker.
Yeah.
Spanker, do your thing.
Hatred runs coursing through my very veins.
So he's going to
You
slash.
approved this.
He's going to slash at Mordecai. 17 hit?
Misses.
Oof.
Misses.
Yeah.
Good thing I have 2 more though.
Oh!
That makes up
32
for
hits,
it.
correct?
That's a crit.
Baby.
Roll the damage separately. Or does it take
Oh
that?
my
Oh my
god!
god.
Do you have? Yeah, you are a fighter. You have 3 attacks, so we'll keep that for later.
Quick question. Why was it 31 but still like, oh, your crit range is increased. Okay, gotcha, cool.
Yeah. So basically,
My
if you
crit
want to roll
takes 2
damage,
more.
you go to the Roll20 chat and click on the name of your weapon, Spanker Magic Greatsword,
Spanker Magic Great.
and you have to do it twice because you crit twice. You son of.
So just
Oh no, you
Yeah,
don't
click.
write Spanker. You just click.
No, you just click on it.
So
You just click on the name,
Yeah,
like under the
hover
32 and 31.
Just over it and click on it.
Oh my god. too many
Everybody,
people are talking
please.
about this.
So yeah, right that. Oh well, that's broken. Hold up, that's definitely broken.
What the fuck?
Yeah, don't worry, I'll fix that.
Roll20 might have fucked it over.
Yeah, because I kind of had to manually.
Give me a
enter, so I
moment.
probably
I'll
skipped
fix that.
Yeah, no worries.
And then we'll roll damage.
Of course, it's broken. It doesn't even have. Yeah, I mean, come on. All right, so slashing +2 because.
I mean, leveling up works my Eldritch Blast
Right,
every
try it
time,
now.
So.
Alright.
Alright, so click on the same name. Hey, there it is. And one more time.
And one more time.
Nice.
All right,
Nice.
so
That's a little better.
Whew, that's 19 and 18. Ugh, math. Why?
The real question is, do I
37.
want to use my action surge now or save it?
I mean, what else are you gonna use it on, really? This is the big boy.
Yeah, right. I'll use my action surge and spank him again, I guess.
Keep on spec.
Oh
My
my
god!
God.
What the fuck
Jesus
is
fucking
going
Christ.
on?
Cannot be stopped!
Oh, I've missed
Hit him
you,
again.
baby.
What is this?
Another one.
And another one. And another.
There's just a slapping noise echoing.
I'll tell you in a moment what it is. Make 2 more attacks, and I'll describe all of this in a second. We need to resolve this. And if this was like D&D 4 or 3.5, I don't care which one this was, like confirmed criticals, this would be stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
So
get
make
2
2
more
attacks.
spanks.
2 more?
Spank.
That's a critical miss, and you have 1 more because when you action surge, you can attack equal to the times of multi-attack you have. So 26. That also hits.
Hey.
16.
Wow, a hit that wasn't a crit. How disappointing.
Alright, so you see a lot of the damage gets halved by the rage, but dear lord, this is a lot of damage as You hold the weapon, and suddenly, from the first strike, it bounces off of the plate armor of Mordecai. He goes, "Ha! Is that the best you can do?" And as he says that, the runes on the greatsword begin to glow as fervor overtakes you, and you thrust the blade deep into Mordecai's chest. You plunge it into his left lung, and the blade not only pierces, it impales the giant. As with 3 strikes, you go through the front side of the plate, carving into the underside, and from the backside, though you cannot break it, the bump is audible as Mordecai for a moment lifts into the air.
I've taken bigger shits than you.
Do you want to do anything with your bonus action? You still have that.
He's a champion. If he has feats, he can do something with it.
I don't think I have any feats that let me use the bonus action, though.
Yeah, I think the only thing it then would probably be your second wind if you've got anything for that. But you haven't taken any damage, so it's no point.
Yeah, no, and I still have 5 temporary hit points. So I guess that's Van's turn. He's just gonna wade in swinging.
You should
with
have
a happy heart.
All right.
You should have
15.
Yeah, 15
Because of
from the
that.
bear aura.
Yes. You have 15 temporary hit points from the bear aura of Ashfall. Ashfall, if you can bring that up.
Yeah, and the hit points you have from aid aren't temporary hit points. They get added on top of your normal hit point. They just up your maximum.
Oh wait, really?
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
not temporary hit points.
Oh.
All right. So
You can just stitch it together at the end.
as Van takes the blade out of Mordecai's chest, you see the giant take a moment to just breathe, and you watch as the flesh from the wound begins to burn. But Mordecai is still standing tall. Kiki.
Cool. I haven't been hit. I'm very lucky to stand on this side of the battle. So how far away I'm from everything? Okay. I'm gonna take 1 step closer just for the dramatic effect, and
I take a step forward for emphasis.
exactly. I'm gonna say to Van, keep Grimdor safe for me, will you? And she pulls out her book, and her eyes go black as she casts Synaptic Static 20 feet away, so it hits Mordecai and the dog, but not these two.
Are you sure you want to
I'm
hit
gonna
the
make
dog?
sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm sorry, but I will.
I'm sorry, little one. Okay.
It's a bad dog.
Well,
it's a bad dog.
That's a bad roll. But
You
give me
are,
an
in fact,
intelligence
not the
save.
bestest boy.
The dog rolled a -1.
Under average.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Mordecai rolls. Ooh, that's a 16.
Oh, I missed it by 1!
Haha.
He's going to use a legendary resistance.
Ah, the bitch.
Well, that's out of the way, so.
As he takes half of that, which is 10.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have to worry about the minus 1d6.
Okay. So here's the funny thing is that since I have long rest, I can still use the road again later.
Yeah, true.
So it's very nice. I don't have any bonus action spells, so that's it.
Yep.
That's my
Do you
turn.
have the one that Warlocks uses a lot?
That's not a
Belgium.
bonus action.
Yeah, that's an action.
So the whites are going to change course, and they begin to run down the battlefield. The undead magisters are going to dash.
Makes sense.
Nice. I'm not a ranged character.
Oh, shit.
All except for one.
Can they? If they dash, can they do anything?
No, they can't attack.
No, that's all their actions this turn.
But one of them is gonna take out a longbow and it's gonna make 2 attacks against Kiki in the back.
What?
Yeah, shots coming. would Kinky have any cover from having Mordecai between, considering he a bigly lad?
True,
I'm
true.
very short.
You're very short. I'll give you half cover because he's firing like overhead from Mordecai. So that's a 20 to hit.
Let's say what?
20 to hit, so you have a +5 to the armor class you have right now. Sorry, +2.
So that's what so my armor class would be 19.
Oh, dang. Hits you by 1.
Yeah.
You take 4 points of piercing damage.
That's half down to 2.
So,
Two.
at the beginning
Yeah.
of Mordecai...
Oh, also, the damage that both of the dog and Mordecai took should be increased by 2.
Oh yeah, true.
If it matters.
Sure.
I don't think it does, but yeah.
Every hit point matters.
Every hit point counts?
So Mordecai is going to look at Lupus and look at Van for a second and go... Dreadful! My intel do not talk about you. Fine. And he's going to move away, provoking an attack of opportunity from Van.
I will take that all day.
Spank him.
Hey!
That hits.
Oh, it does. Neat.
Cursed. The power
Nice.
in your hands. Cool. That's halved. Mordecai is gonna run up to Lucius, and now the effect of Chosen for Death kicks in, where he has the advantage against all attack rolls made against you.
Oh, Jesus!
Oh no.
So, 2, 3.
How many characters will you make Aqua go through this campaign?
I'm afraid it's only one hit. With
What?
a 29, because I can't roll above a 10.
Oh.
Keep doing that. Keep doing that
Yeah,
thing.
really keep doing that.
And Lupus, give me a strength saving throw. Actually, no, it doesn't matter because they're all at advantage. Give me a strength saving throw.
You have
It has advantage thanks to the bear spirit.
Yep. That's not enough. You fall prone.
Alright, how much damage?
I've rolled it. I'll tell you in a moment. That's 24 and 14. 24 bludgeoning and 14 piercing. Fire, sorry, I'm saying piercing. I'm like, so many enemies. 38 points of damage total from one attack.
Whew.
And as a bonus action, Mordecai is going to intimidate. Who is he going to intimidate? He's going to intimidate Van. Van, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom, eh?
Yep.
I'm not horrible at that. Where is it?
That's a fail. As Mordecai misses Lupus with his final strike, he turns towards Van, pointing a finger, and his voice bellows in such a terrible volume that your very ears ring after he finishes speaking, going, "You are not fit to call yourself a soldier! If you cannot hit me with one strike, how can you hope to strike me down again?" You are frightened of Mordecai until the start of his next turn.
Okay.
Yeah, what this means is that you can't approach him, and attacks against him that you make are made at disadvantage. So, actually, no,
Gotcha.
attack rolls you make in general are made at disadvantage so long as the source of your fear is within sight.
And there's really nowhere to hide from him right here.
But
He's
just
like 18.
turn around and hit the dog.
Lupus, you are down on the ground, and Mordecai is right above you together with a snake man.
If you're talking right now, Lupus, we can't hear you.
Yeah, Aqua, you're muted.
Sorry. If I go out, I'll go out with a bang.
Is this where we discovered that Lupus has a bomb strapped to his chest?
Hope not.
No, Lucas just
Look at
is
where
the
I'm
bomb.
standing.
Hot quiz, hot shot.
Ah,
See. One thing, I still have the Mace of Smiting with me.
Indeed.
You do.
Is anyone near me, or...
Well-
Persephone is?
Hi.
well,
And also, Mordecai and Tiny.
Hey, what now?
Tiny.
So yeah,
Awanti?
Yuanti, that's it.
That's the name, Tiny.
Yeah, I like the tiny one better.
Yeah.
Dear Lord.
I think I'll just. I have no advantage on attacks. That means
And you're also sitting on your ass at the moment.
You could stand up and prone. That's the first thing I did.
nice. I'll stand up. Take
Mhm.
half my movements. A little thing called running like chicken shit.
I mean, it's
You do that.
It's not a bad call, because here's the thing.
No.
Van can't get into range with Mordecai this turn, and neither can I, because I don't have an action this turn. So backing off might be the smarter option here.
Oh, you have disengage because rogue, right?
Yeah, and you can still attack
Okay.
after that.
Okay.
So should I disengage at that?
Yeah, I
Attack,
would.
You
or-
can bonus action disengage and then attack. If you
Okay, but where's the safest way for me to go?
I mean, back this way is not bad.
Yeah.
To the city, probably.
Wrong one.
Just go home. That's the safe option, really.
The ancient Joestar's tactic.
Nindea!
Running away.
I would try to avoid bringing them towards Kiki.
It's true, yeah. I would say back over this
I am
way.
very squishy. Please go away.
How about near fan?
We're all squishy in this.
Either that
Oh,
or
actually-
you go this way.
That's
I have the least hit punch and AC. What are you
Here's the
talking
thing. Van can't move towards Mordecai, but Mordecai can move towards Van. So if you actually
Oh!
moved back towards Van, that might not be a bad shout.
I'm gonna get my skull crushed. Just
And
so
also,
you know.
just like hiding behind a big
Unfortunately,
man
you
isn't a
can't
bad
move
idea.
through
Yeah.
Mordecai's space, so take that into account.
Ah.
for
Oh, yeah,
calculating.
true.
Okay, well, let's see.
You would have to
5,
go
10.
like this way.
Yeah, and you don't have the movement for it because it'd be only 30 feet.
Well,
You could
that's
get if you got to like there or there, you're still in Van's range because Mordecai's big. So yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you want to do?
So yeah, 5, 10, 5, 10, and then 15, 20, 25, 30. I think you can get there with. I think you can get to here with 30 feet of movement. Because if you go, 5, 10.
Here or there.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
get
yeah.
there. You can get there.
And then I'll, you know,
Do a shoot.
You certainly can try.
is that it?
That's a good hit. Shoot.
Very good shoot.
Oh wait, wrong weapon with the second one.
Don't look at the second one.
So, first of all, you moved in quickly said rolling dice,
Sorry.
but I'll allow it. No, I don't think Mordecai will act
What?
in this right now. Don't worry. So you fire your first attack.
Oh, okay.
At Mordecai.
What?
But he disengaged.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You use disengage action. Oh, he has Sentinel. Okay, cool.
Oh.
So 23 hits. Instead, Mordecai is going to use his reaction to Giant's Endurance.
Oh boy. And sneak attack? Oh, actually, no, you can't because there's no ally in 5 feet. Never mind.
That fan is in 5 feet.
No, in
No,
5 feet
no.
of
Of
the enemy.
you.
Well,
Ah.
it's more like an enemy of the enemy. It doesn't have to be your ally. For
So,
Funnily enough.
roll.
The bear spirit, does that count?
Unfortunately, no.
No.
There.
Okay, that the bolt fires, and as it hits against Mordecai's flesh, he kind of casually takes the arrow out, taking no damage, reducing it completely.
One thing.
Oh.
One thing. Isn't the arrow invisible?
Yes,
Oh wait.
it manifests itself once once it hits the target.
Once-
it just once
yeah,
while
once
it
it impales.
fires, it is invisible, which is
So-
great for setting up an ambush or like attacking from a range that people don't know
So
where.
did he negate both or just the first one?
Just the first one. The second attack does hit
Okay.
and deals 6 points of damage.
Get.
Well,
Stephanie, get the fuck out of there.
I'm not a rogue. I don't have disengage. I will get hit a
as an
lot.
action. You can do that as an action. Just saying.
Yeah. Or, you know, it's only one attack of opportunity.
True.
Or I could cast this at this level.
Oh,
and
okay.
create a 15-foot radius around me of just spectral moths.
Skipper Shredder.
Oh, I see. Very well. You call onto Corey's aid, and suddenly from your extended hands, a swarm of moths begin to swirl around you. It is a beautiful display of what a swarm of moths would look like in such an enormous quantity, and it encompasses both the 1T and the white in front of you.
They have to make a wisdom save. They have to beat a 16. It's not that bad. Otherwise, they take 12 plus 8 radiant damage because Persephone is good aligned.
I'm afraid I'm gonna have to disappoint
Chaotic
you.
good, but good.
Uh-oh.
No, that's not.
It's-
No, that's on how the spell works.
It's on their turn, isn't it?
Yep. When
They
you cast
have
this
to-
spell, you designate any number of creatures you can see to be unaffected.
Oh yeah, all my allies are
And
unaffected.
yeah,
obviously.
I'm aware. An affected creature speed is halved in the area, and when the creature enters the area for the first time on a turn, or starts its turn there, it must make the wisdom saving throw, not when it is cast.
So it's when they start their turn, they'll have to make
That's
the save.
kind of
Okay.
silly.
Eh. Some spells be like that.
I've played enough cleric to know that this is in fact the case, but don't worry, the damage that it deals over time is usually worth the case.
So then, does that damage then not count? And
You can keep it for next
roll
turn.
again.
You can keep it for next time if you want.
Okay, because that's
Yeah, it's a solid
that's
20 damage.
damage.
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
20
Yeah.
radiant. So I'll take it. I genuinely don't think I have any bonus actions because all of my shit is an action. Like whether it's an attack or whether it's like path to the grave, whether it's turn undead, like all of my stuff is an action, which is disappointing.
Another feeling. So
I
what
have
are
a
you
good
gonna do?
reaction, but you know,
Alright.
let me 1 second. That's an action. This is lame.
So is it your turn?
I think that's all I can do. That's ending my turn because I don't have any bonus action.
Grimthud, as the haze of the haste spell finishes, you finally regain control over your senses. Within a few seconds of unconsciousness you had.
Fuck, that didn't work. Ugh.
So first off, the rangers to the right they're gonna fire volley down a pair of arrows coming towards Lupus, and the archers to the other side are gonna fire their arrows at Van.
Did they roll?
I'm rolling.
We just can't see because we like to suffer.
So no attacks hit Lupus. 2 attacks hit Van. Van, I need 2 Constitution saving throws.
Alrighty.
Okay.
First one's a
Holy shit.
Success. Easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, second one's
What
a
the
24.
fuck?
Okay, yes.
I
What
drink-
the
I-
fuck?
I love your dice, Jason. I love them so much.
It's always the
Roll-20 do
new
be
people
loving you.
that have like great
Jesus.
luck in our games.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
Dan
know.
looks at Grimthought and says, I drink a lot.
A pair of arrows
You
hits
see
you.
Lupus, don't stop him.
A pair of arrows hits you for 23 points of piercing damage and 6 necrotic damage.
And there goes those temporary hit points.
Yeah, right?
Barely
That's
felt it.
the archers. They're gonna stay where they are. It is way safer for them. The skeletons. At the start of their turn, or is it at the end? My question now for Wall of Thorns.
I think it's just whenever they moved through it now. Question is, can they see me? It does block line of sight, so it depends on how like far into it they are.
or ends there. Yeah. So they are blocked by a wall of thorns, so they would have disadvantage on attacking you because they can't see you. They're blinded for that. Well, their orders are the same and they're undead. They are not smart enough to be like tactics. They're just gonna stab forth with disadvantage. Which does, I believe, me because they're attacking through the wall of thorns that they proc. So roll 78.
Sure.
I swear to God, if Ash 1v1s two of these things just by himself and using Wall of Thorns, I'm gonna lose my shit.
Yeah,
You know, I think it would be very on character, though.
There we
Very
go.
on brand.
okay.
He does have a tendency to just kind of no-sell entirely ridiculous things.
Right, so you said that in
Is
GM
he
plus
technically
5.
the smartest one?
Yep.
That is 26 points of damage to both of them. You accidentally clicked GM mode on that. But that's...
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yep.
Ash is just going to murder them skeletons on his own.
And they
So
are
wait,
incoming attack.
These hits.
All a disadvantage.
Yeah, but that's 3 each.
Mm-hmm.
12, 10, and 21.
21
21
hits.
does, yeah.
You take 13 points of piercing damage.
You still up, buddy?
Barely.
Oof.
Second giant skeleton thrusts forward. 13. 13. Natural 1.
Whew!
What the fuck?
You're barely standing as you see javelins appearing and disappearing through the wall of thorns as they crackle and break some of the shrapnel of bones that are reaching you, coming from the rib cages of the skeletons that they're digging in just to get a grab of you. You thrust one of the javelins, gets you onto your left thigh, and you begin to bleed as the air from your lungs escapes. You see the other 3 javelins come from behind you, and you barely dodge them as you are between a rock and a very hard place. At the end of their turns, they have to make another dexterity saving throw. You maintain the wall
Yep.
with a 20 on the saving throw, for the record, because
Damn.
yeah.
By the way, I think you're still on 2 GM.
Yeah,
I am.
Oh, is that conscious choice?
For the con save, I kind of wanted it to be. I wanted him to reveal if it went down or not.
yeah.
That's fair. That's very fair.
The wall stands. Give me 78 as I make 2 dexterity saving throws for the skeletons.
I think it's only when they move. I don't think it's when they end their turn there. So
No, the spell specifically said ends their turn in the wall, didn't it?
don't think so.
Since they
Yeah.
stabbed at you, that's moving.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
only
but-
when it first appears, and if they try to move through it, or in this case,
furthermore,
take it.
the first time
Yeah.
it enters the wall on a turn or ends its turn there. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
ends its turn there, so they just ended in there.
Or it is or, not end. So.
Oh, and okay, gotcha, makes sense.
Yep, technical. This is a law-binding D&D stream, actually.
Technicality.
Yes, my favorite. So I forgot I had the camera like on the bottom part of the recording. So Jess hate me for this later. But here's Ashley.
I guess at this point they're kind of living Lithorns. They are kind of hacking at them.
And we go right
last
back
one.
down to the 1T, who looks up at Mordecai's wounds, and Mordecai hisses at him. I am fine. Kill the woman who has been causing us trouble. If the heart wants the other one, we'll give her back in the body bag. Do as I tell you, and the 1D
What?
nods.
I will just note, I think the 1T just starts turn in the aura.
Oh yeah, it's gonna have to make a wisdom saving throw with advantage because of its magic resistance. Doopy-doop. That is a shit. 14.
Fails!
Take 20 damage.
20.
And
20 radiant damage.
It is half. The snake hisses as,
Oh,
it approaches you, but it does approach you.
That was 10 damage just there. I could barely see the change.
Oh no, that was
Please,
20.
gender has nothing to do with this. Really? Kill the woman? How misogynistic of you.
Mordecai is not a good guy. Not good at all.
You hear the lupus in the background? By the way you two looked at each other, are you two banging?
Jesus Christ!
Holy shit.
Vicious mockery.
You are next.
Lupus has seen his death coming and he isn't afraid.
I need to zoom in on the wand teeth just really quickly. I'm just gonna pan on over to my situation.
So you wanna? So
And
you
it
might
was
be
at this
asking how I
moment.
got here.
Persephone knew.
She fucked
She
up.
fucked up.
Oh, actually, he has enough movement to do something you fellas like to do a lot. Flanking. Ah, forgot I had this mechanic. Ah, sweet.
Wonderful.
It's gonna make 3 attacks at you with advantage because you're flanked.
That's great.
Wow, I think the first one misses. No, 1 attack hits. Sorry, misses you, which is the third one, which are a pair of 10s. But that's a 16 and a 21 to hit.
My AC is 14.
Yep. You take a total of 9 points of slashing and 14 points of slashing for a total of 23 points of slashing damage. And give me 2 constitution checks to maintain concentration on the spirit thing.
Bear with me, because the fucking temporary HP always throws me off for whatever reason. I could not tell you why.
I understand.
So just minus 15.
I only take 8 points of regular damage.
Well, that's a DC 10 check then, yeah.
Okay. Now con save?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. You maintain concentration on it. Now comes the Hellhound. The Hellhound, nicely enough, you're all like in the perfect line for it to breathe fire on all of you. So I'm gonna need Grimthod, Van, and Lupus to give me dexterity saving throws. As the Hellhound uses its fire breath.
Oh, whoop, sorry.
Can I use acrobatics?
I'm afraid not. You're quite a surprise.
Only an 11.
That fails.
That's fine, you have health.
I'm used to getting hurt.
Aqua, I need a
right?
dexterity saving throw and
I was getting cold.
as well.
Sorry, is that from me?
Yeah, Grimthod dexterity saving throw.
Yep. Yeah, but just sorry for the timing, but I do have to hop off for dinner. So on my turn, if I'm still alive, rage and then attack.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Okay, so that's 1
Well-
success, 2 fails. Grimthod, you take 21
Luckily,
points
the
of...
Hellhound has to take d6 off of its damage. So that's at least something.
off of its damage?
Wait.
No, it's off of the attack roll, but it's
Oh.
making a...
Oh.
Yeah. So
Okay,
Grimthod
it's relative
and
to
Lupus... Sorry, Grimthod and Van, 21 points of fire damage. Lupus, no damage because... no, you're not a high enough rogue level. That is 10 points of fire damage to you.
So yeah, basically, if I'm still alive, I'll rage and attack Mordecai.
Yeah, fair enough. Go have lunch.
Alright.
Or dinner.
Cool. See you in a bit.
Yeah. Alright, so the Hellhound, as it breathes fire, it begins to cough smoke and ash as it is not looking great. Ashfall. Mordecai does congratulate the Hound as it manages to burn all 3 of you, going, who's a great Hellhound? Oh yes, you are. The flesh is on your board tonight. Ashfall, you're stuck between a pair of skeletons and behind a wall of thorns.
I'm afraid it's going to be a very boring turn, but sensing that he's in position he's been in very many times before, Ash is going to call on to his new deity and cast Cure Wounds at a 6th level slot.
Alright, of course.
Ah, hell yeah.
Very well.
So, go there. And where's my Cure Wounds?
Channeling faith into your magic, the druidic magic that you usually, find yourself calling upon. The divine presence answers, and your wounds are mended. So, roll damage. Sorry, Cure Wounds.
Well, healing damage.
Dear
Anti-damage.
Oh my
fucking
God.
So, 48.
Who is? Oh, Aqua, you are making me echo. No. Yeah, that's a chunk. 48 points of healing. Fantastic.
That's not
work.
like, but enough. And I don't believe I have anything I can do with bonus actions.
Very well.
Just the speed through. Nope, pass it on.
Alright, Van.
So I think Van's because he still can't approach Mordecai. So he's gonna poke the puppy right in the face, I think.
Okay. Disadvantage because you have the source of your fear present to you.
So
What if you
16.
turn your back?
16
Come
hits.
on, man.
All right.
Even if you do,
So that-
so long as they're aware of it, same deal. Ooh, the hound is still standing, but barely.
All right. So second one. 17 and it's a
Disadvantage.
disadvantage, so 16,
Hits again, and I'm pretty sure the puppy dies.
18
Rip.
damage.
So as you
Mhm.
slash at the hound and you cut off its body into a pair of very nice proportions, you see its form begins to rapidly burn as it disperses into ash and dust. As that happens, you watch as Mordecai turns to you. Oh, I will break you apart! All of you!
Van just blows him a kiss.
You have Lupus in the background. You said
And
that
I'm-
the last time too. So just shut up for once.
So Van is going to use his movement to step up to the white then and use his third attack.
21 and 24. Yeah, that hits.
21. 17 slash.
All right. You carve into the undead magister, and you watch the enforcer as you easily just swipe into his chest onto the left side of the clavicle. You carve, and the blade comes resting into the midsection where the spine is. The undead staggers, but seems to be standing still.
That's all Van says.
Oh,
Wise words. Wise words right there.
truly. Kiki.
I don't like what's going on. So I'm going to step right here. Do I get the bone or temporary hit points when I enter? The
No,
bear?
it's when it appears, so you might not want to do that.
No, that's fine. I'm still gonna do that just because. Am I close enough? Yeah, I'm close enough. Cool. So, Kiki's gonna say to Trust. I'm sorry, I have a feeling I have to do this already. And she's going to cast Mental Prison on Mordecai.
Alright. Roll a intelligence save. By the way, all this time, Mordecai, as he's speaking, you watch as he's clutching onto the one wound in his chest from Van's strike. I don't know why I rolled with advantage, but that's a 14.
Cool.
So
So he takes 5. So
yep.
5d10 psychic damage. Okay. Let's start with that. Okay. So
Big money,
he
no
takes
whammies.
ooh 39
Ooh.
psychic damage.
That's a good one.
That's a very good roll.
Alright.
So, what he sees is that everything starts to fill with water, and it's very dark, and all he can see around him are these like big-looking creatures like swimming towards him, and it's like he's standing like kind of like the Moses when he's splitting Red Sea.
He's like surrounded in these walls of water with
Yeah,
cryptid creatures on the other side.
yeah.
Very well, Mordecai, you look at him and his eyes are under the helmet are shifting around rapidly as he's clutching into his chest. This is not real.
Welcome to my world.
Chills.
Is that your turn?
That's my turn. That's my turn.
And then the whites. One of the whites is gonna move down the way.
Do you want me to roll damage for the one that's starting its turn in my?
Do you wanna
my
keep
zone?
the same one? Because
Well, is it the same one,
if you want,
or
if
is
you
it?
want
Do I have to roll each time?
Normally, depends on the DM. I'm fine with you rolling every turn.
I kind of want to roll every turn just cause.
Yeah, alright.
But I think they also have to make a wisdom save.
Yeah, they do. That's 19.
Yeah, that'll pass. So they take half as much damage.
Yeah, it's a pretty good high roll on mine.
Great Guardians, and because I cast it at a higher level, so 17 plus 6.
Yeah, that's 23. So half of that is 11.
And it's radiant damage.
It is. You watch as the flesh of the undead before you begins to rapidly be decomposed or consumed by the swarm around you. Not certain, but it is certainly becoming more fit for rest as it is slowly losing its form. The other white, however, from far away is going to move down. Area. The other one's gonna stay where it is. Alright, so 2 white are gonna attack. 1 white is gonna try to siphon the life out of Van, while the other is gonna try to siphon the life out of Persephone, so...
Yay.
12 and 13 to hit Van, and 23 and 20 to hit Persephone. Yeah, fuck's sake.
Can we swap? Can we trade? Can I get the 12 and 13, please?
Like, bro, please.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's so depressing. Obviously they hit. My AC is 14.
Yeah. Yep, I know. Can you give me 2 con saves for the effect of the siphon life and
Yeah.
to maintain concentration on the effect?
So 8 for the siphon life, 20 for the maintain.
Okay, so that's for the first attack. So you take 8 necrotic and lose 8 maximum hit points.
Cool. Let
Yep.
me grab my calculator.
It's the same effect as the
quick.
blighted arrows that the archers up above use. And 7 necrotic for the second attack, so I'm gonna need 2 more saving throws.
Sorry, it was. How much damage did I take?
8.
I was just doing my max.
And 7.
So 15. And then you need 2 more con saves, right?
Yep. Oh.
Spiritual Guardians is done.
Yep. Spiritual Guardians falters as you take 7 points of necrotic damage and lose 7 maximum hit points. As the white's turn ends. No, the other one's gonna dash, just right in front of Grimthug. Mordecai is gonna use his second villain action. Titanic Vigor. You see him brace himself within the little bubble of water that he only believes he sees, and the fire on his body tenses, intensifying. Let me roll some dice. Alright.
I miss my moths already.
Let me heal him for that much. Right.
You know that feeling when you're like playing a video game and the boss starts healing and you're just like, that's not fair.
Yep.
The Hades' second wind.
As Mordecai regenerates himself, you also notice he cleanses himself of his charmed condition.
What?
That's some bullshit, though.
Wait, I can't. It's not a spell, isn't it?
Nope.
No.
It's a villainous action. Mordecai cleanses himself of, and I quote, the frightened,
that
stunned,
work?
paralyzed, or charmed condition.
My spell is charm condition. I wanna die. There
That's
was
less
my
than
big.
optimal.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing.
The good thing about villainous
How
actions
would
is
we?
that
No,
a villain
neither
cannot.
would keep them.
Yeah, the good thing about villainous action is that a villain can't take the same villainous action again. So
Well,
you-
yeah, but that was level 6, and that's my only level 6
I know.
spell slot, so...
I know. I'm very well aware. And this is a boss.
Fuck you, Ken. Fuck you,
Fair,
Ken.
fair. Mordecai's turn. You do see him, however, he looks a little bit panicked. His face features have contorted into one of... Fine. But I am not living here empty-handed. You are coming with me. And he points at you directly, Kiki.
You can certainly try.
Mordecai is gonna make some attacks.
I'm
Wait,
going
wait.
to use my where is it? Where the fuck is it? The
Get an
that
opportunity of attack.
entropic ward.
Alright, when a creature makes an attack against you, you can use a reaction to cause disadvantage. Okay, so Mordecai's first attack roll is at disadvantage.
Yeah.
He's not reckless, that's attacking.
He doesn't need to, that's the thing.
So first attack is at 24.
No.
Hmm.
You only missed by 10.
Well, the damage is not going to be a laughing matter. You take 32 bludgeoning and 12 fire.
Okay, hold up, man.
That's
I'll-
not a crit, right?
Nope. That is a 44 damage total.
Okay,
Second attack.
hold up. Cool. Okay, y'all ready for this? Nope. Boom.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
15 to hit.
Yeah, barely hits.
That is 15 bludgeoning and 9 fire. So
How much is that together?
24.
I'm down.
You fall unconscious, and as for the third attack, he grapples
Oh.
your body as you fall unconscious, holding you close. He turns to the 1T and yells, "I'm living! Keep them occupied!" As with his other hand, you watch as he grapples onto your body, he swiftly puts his warhammer aside and grabs onto a scroll.
Oh no.
Lupus. That would be Aqua. We
Aqua?
can't hear you.
Sorry,
Also,
this is
Aqua, no, you sadly don't get a attack opportunity.
Oh, so you move behind Mordecai?
This is gonna be one of the most stupidest thing I'm gonna do.
Alright. What are you gonna do?
Is it a good idea to try and fit with the glove I have into his mouth?
What?
Hmm.
No, I'm literally gonna try and yank his tongue out.
What?
You can try. Is that what you want to do?
What? What about the scroll? Wouldn't taking the scroll away from him, like, serve the same purpose?
Aqua, what do
Yeah,
you want to
but-
do? You want to shove that glove in, or do you want to grab that scroll? It's up to you.
Yeah, but I think the main problem with him grabbing the scroll is he's still kind of a giant.
So instead of grabbing the scroll that's probably at head level, you're gonna try to climb up him and grab his tongue?
Alright, I'm gonna just grab the scroll.
Right. Yeah, that's an action. So, give me a sleight of hand check, and I'm gonna make a respective strength check for Mordecai. It's an opposed skill check. Mordecai does have a nice +7 to it.
I mean, he's a giant. How strong can he be?
And back.
apparently barely enough to succeed on that one. You try to yank the scroll from Mordecai's hand, and you grab it for a second. His grip is way stronger. You can't lift it away from his hand. He's just clutching it.
How
Can
shiny
I
is
rip
the
it?
Paper?
Can I rip it?
Do we inspiration this?
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
If not now,
yeah.
when?
Yeah.
You want to inspiration this?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, go for it.
And if
Oh
I
God.
can't, and if I
Come
can't
on.
grab it outright, you know, it's paper.
Hey!
You yank the scroll from Mordecai's hand as he looks at you. No! Give that back!
Run!
Burn it.
Run
away! Run.
Teleport
Bonus
literally
action
to the
disengage.
other side of the room. What is the scroll?
You use your
Get
action
away.
to grab it. You're holding it. Do you want to open it?
Lupus, is up to you.
It's up to you,
One
buddy.
question: how long is his beard?
About 5 feet, solid fire.
You try to burn it in his spear.
Are you
Troll.
you have used your
Well,
action.
wait, will that work?
You
I
have
don't
used
think
your
that'll
action. I will tell you.
Yeah, so it might be your. Although, like, item interaction is like a bonus action, isn't it, or something?
Yeah, but again, it was gonna be a contested check of Mordecai leaning away because he doesn't want his scroll to be burned.
Yeah, that's actually fair. Yeah. I'd personally say open it, but it's entirely up to you, Aqua.
I would just say run.
Yeah, disengage or run is also an option. Although,
Like this-
that's like 30 feet, and Mordecai can definitely cover more than that because he's got fucking barbarian speed.
One
Yeah, but
question.
then he
You
has
said
to, like,
he let
crawl
go
away.
of his hammer, right?
His hammer is on his side now. He's not holding it right now, but he's
That means
holding
if
on to
I-
Kiki.
Yeah,
That
he's
means
belted
if
it.
So if I run away now, he can't attack me.
He can't attack you with his warhammer. No.
He can punch.
He's holding a human, or not a human, an elf. He's holding a person.
You can dash, if that's what you're thinking.
But you can also bonus action disengage, right? Because you're a rogue.
Yeah, but he doesn't have a weapon at hand, so he can't hit him with the hammer.
Yeah, the worst he could do would be a punch, which would just be a
Yeah.
strength damage.
Like it would hurt, but you would live.
Well, but he
He
wouldn't
would
get an
kinda have to let-
opportunity.
He would kind of have to let go whoever he's holding to hit, wouldn't he?
I mean, hold with one hand, punch with the other.
Yep. He has 2 hands.
No.
You can attack with either one.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Never mind. I'm just.
What
I've
do you want
never
to do,
played a
Aqua?
rogue, so I'm not
You have
sure
a bonus
how
action and
different
the
it
time is
is.
ticking.
So-
Okay.
If Aqua wanted to, could they open up the scroll and use it now this turn, or would that just be
It's an action to
element?
cast the spell from the scroll.
Right, okay. I'd say getting away is a good
What
call
would
then.
it be if I broke it?
Oh, if you just tore it up?
Probably an action, dude.
Yeah, again, an action to, well, perform that.
Yeah, so I'd say
No.
get away
Run.
right now would be a good
Run.
call.
Yeah.
Run.
Okay, a bonus action, and I'm gonna 3DFO.
Yeah, dash.
Alright, so you're running
like-
away.
You have like 60 feet if you want to go further.
Might as well. Just get as far
Yeah.
away from it as physically
Yeah. Let me help you out there, buddy. So you can get like here.
So I'm gonna.
possible. So I can't help but notice we're not dead.
Yeah, indeed. And I'm gonna play this instead.
Well, Kiki's unconscious and being gripped by Mordecai, so you know.
Are you sure you want to go that way? Because if you go that way, that's 2 attacks of opportunity from the whites as well.
Yep.
Right, I'll just go about.
I can go like.
Well, you can
You
still
could-
you can avoid the whites. Like if
Or
you
you
go
could
that
just-
way, you
You could run up to like here, so like you'd be
Yeah.
closer to Ash and. Over there. Okay.
that
Yeah,
works.
the skeletons are kind of.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, the
But
major
Ryan-
thing is the skeletons are super focused in on just attacking Ashfall,
Mm.
so
Persephone. It's your turn.
Oh boy. Oh gee. Oh, Kiki's down. I saw that.
Yep.
happen.
Yep. You see
Um
grasping onto her Mordecai with his like back halfway turned towards you, looking at Lupus with complete madness in his eyes.
so if okay. rationally speaking, I could spare the dying. Character-wise, Persephone would honestly probably scream Kiki as healing word at 4th level.
Okay.
Oh lord.
So, how many? It's. How does healing word work?
Healing
Is it
word at
1d4?
Kiki?
It's 1d4, but I'm casting it at 4th level, so it's 4d4, right?
Yeah.
I
So
like the fact that
4d4.
it's spell save DC is 60.
Oh. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plus my
Modifier.
bonus.
Yeah, wisdom modifier.
Wisdom modifier.
Mhm.
So that brings it to oh my god, 14.
Okay.
Which isn't a lot, but
You regain 40 hit points and are
Well.
conscious.
it's the best I could do.
You find yourself in the arm of Mordecai. He looks down at you, being conscious. You don't know. You don't understand if this is joy or frustration.
Healing word is also a bonus action,
Yes.
so I still get to attack.
Yes, you do.
Is pretty excellent. But unfortunately, you know, I only have bows and a dagger.
Well, when going gets tough,
When
Just
the
They put it into a
wait,
vade.
I have a scimitar. I don't know when I got a scimitar, but I have one.
oh yeah, from the goblins on like session 1.
Yeah, 'cause-
My god.
so Persephone's just gonna go, oh, Corey, steady my blade. I haven't done this in years. And pull out the scimitar, and we're gonna make 2 slashes against the white.
Sure, go
Oh,
for it.
God.
19 and 10?
1 hit. 9
9
slashing.
slashing damage.
Damn, Max.
The white is resistant to non-magical damage, so it takes 4.
That's fine. I got nothing.
You-
Persephone saw Kiki go down. What, like,
Yeah, I know. You hack with a crude goblinoid scimitar down at the white, and, as you hack down, it looks at you with a pained expression.
just because I know I can't use another spell since I used healing word, even though it's a bonus action, because I know that's how spell.
Oh, you could cantrip.
I could cantrip.
Yes.
You could dodge.
Oh, you could dodge. That is also a
Oh.
very valid point.
Actually,
Okay, take back scimitar.
can I? We're gonna retcon the scimitar, and instead
I'll allow it because this is
we're gonna.
the situation.
Oh, okay. I'm going to look at the white. I'll look at it real good. And I'm gonna. Persephone's gonna say, Abomination, and cast Word of Radiance.
Oh, so that's both of them. Both the white and the 1T. Alright.
Oh, I guess so, yeah. Both of them would take that. Abominations!
They crowd around you.
I don't know why I rolled twice, but the 1T fails, even with advantage, and the white succeeds.
Wow,
White-
amazing.
Yeah.
So the white doesn't take damage, but the
snake
one
does.
he takes 14 radiant.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, because cantrips don't have the benefit of half damage.
Yep. The snake, as you say, abomination, and you turn around, it leers back. But the white seems unaffected, just staring at you.
It doesn't have ears.
With 2 slow blinks.
Probably crushed by Mordecai's big hands. Grimthought, finally, your turn.
So I haven't had a turn since I left, no?
Yes. Now is your
Cool. Awesome.
third round of
So-
initiative, everybody.
Background.
Holy shit.
Yeah, this is only round 3.
Yep. I am counting it because I am counting how many villain actions Mordecai has taken. This is great.
This is a big one.
Here, Lupus in the background, grab his hammer and
just
hit him
check.
with it.
Is the hammer on the ground?
It is on him.
That's on his belt.
It's on. So like I would have to wrestle it free from his belt, effectively.
You will have to wrestle him for it, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Do it, Kratos.
Okay. Just checking some stuff here. Sorry. Okay. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at Mordecai. Try to lock eyes with them. Even if he isn't going to look my way, I'm going to lock eyes with them. Say, just fucking die. As I, at 3rd level, cast Dissonant Whispers.
Oh! Baby.
That was my plan, you fuck.
I'm so sorry
It's
I stole
fine.
your plan.
I can do something else. It's great.
Oh no. Wait, no. That's a 2!
He takes
Oh wait, I think
20.
am I still with
Let's
him?
see, that is
God damn it.
how much
32.
psychic damage? is that?
32.
Oh, sorry. Ignore the 12 on the top
Oh, well,
because that's
20.
Great Weapon Master by all the
Sorry.
amount of mine. I forgot to remove that. So yeah,
So
it's just 20. 20 psychic damage.
Yep.
He then immediately has to move as far as he can as his using his reaction. I think that's it. Basically, he's basically just scared shitless of me.
You watch
That's the
fear.
thing though, does he...
Yeah, you watch fear form in the face of the giant as he looks at Lupus, and suddenly his grip tightens on you, Kiki, as he goes, no, and he starts running to the other side of like the ravine, where the exit is. His full movement.
Just in Whisper full movement.
Alright.
And he doesn't have a reaction, which is very nice to know.
That him?
He runs towards the exit, and as he stops running, he goes, wait, what?
And then I will enter a rage and charge after him.
Okay.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. As I skid in front of him, because like, where the fuck are you running, coward?
The archers, Mordecai screams, "Get the elf!" and points at Lupus as the archers kind of suddenly,
Uh-oh.
in stark contrast to the previous storms from being hunched, suddenly straighten, pull out arrows, and fire 4 arrows at Lupus. This one's gonna have to make a movement all the way back here though to do it.
I'm going to Wallcaller chant this.
Alright, so he has resistance against all of the damage.
Resistance.
If any of them are crit, I'm negating them.
Alright. Let's roll 1, 2, 4, 6, 8 attacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Wait,
8.
never mind, I can't.
There is a
can't.
crit.
Do you want to negate it? Or is it outside of your range?
That's out of my
Persephone?
range.
Oh shit,
It's-
okay.
it
This is
has
just
to
going
be-
through, but it's going to be halved anyway.
Would it be possible for me to use a reaction and step in front of that one?
He's too far away.
Okay. I was just thinking in the path of the arrow.
Yeah, I know. But
Yeah, unfortunately.
the
Yeah,
arrows
but
are fired at
they're
an arc.
on like higher ground.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think you would have to
Probably.
jump up a solid 20 feet in order to hop in the way of it.
An adamantine plate, that should be easy, right?
Yeah.
Like a fucking volleyball game, Japan just like dives into the air, just like, "Hup!"
So,
Slap it.
let's see your armor
always
class.
skip leg day.
Why is your armor class 20? Oh. My stupid. Damn it. Okay, that's a crit. That's a 23 and a 24. 3 attacks hit you, the rest of them fail. Oh, mine.
I love this group's AC.
Give me 3 con saves, Lupus. As I calculate
This is
damage.
going to be the nasty part.
Oh no, we still want to go down.
Eek.
Oh.
So 2 fails, 1 success. So that's 29 piercing and
Is that that hasn't been halved yet? No.
No.
and 13. So 29 piercing, halved to
14.
14, thank you. And 13 necrotic. 11 of which is reduced from your maximum hit point, as I rolled a nice 2 on the final attack. Spicy.
So that's a grand total of 27.
Yes, 27 damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then
Hey,
other
look at
giant-
Lupus.
Lupus has her HP.
It should update in a moment. If Aqua is here. If Aqua is not here, then we might have a problem. Otherwise, I will.
My HP is looking kind of bad.
Yeah, 27.
Yeah.
So, do you want me to update
still-
the hit points? Or... Aqua. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
There it is.
He's alive. He's alive.
Yes, he is.
I see green on that health bar.
I'll do a little bit of a zoom in on my end.
God, am I glad I did the Warcroft's chant on that.
Yeah.
On the other side, the skeletons that are fighting Ashfall suddenly jerk and look back at Lupus.
What?
Uh-oh. He changed his order.
Oh no. Oh fuck.
They're going to leave the Wall of Thorns.
Oh fuck.
But they're
Well,
leaving, so they take damage, right?
Yeah, 68.
Yeah,
They moved through it, so
They didn't move through it. They just left it.
Oh, okay.
Leaving it is different than moving into attack it, because
it depends how far they were through it, because but yeah, because it takes.
you know what? It's in their space. I say roll the dexterity save. It hasn't happened yet. They haven't succeeded on any of their saving throws, and I want them to show you something stupid, but it hasn't happened yet. So roll 78 as I roll some dexterity saving throws. Please.
I just want to see the bones crumble, to be honest.
Yeah.
No, they both fell again.
Nice.
Why is this the point of having half evasion if you can't succeed on the saving throw? I'm angry.
Why do the giant skeletons have fucking evasion?
Jesus.
Make the battle more challenging, obviously, but it isn't working. Again,
In life, they
obviously.
were giant rogues.
They're gonna move down. That is 5 feet each, so.
I just love seeing Jess freaking out in the chat. By the way.
Same.
Both giants proceed to make their acquaintances with Lupus, tipping off their helmets and taking out their javelins, which they are going to proceed to fire at
Oh,
range.
fuck.
Well, this is bad.
Thankfully, they can only make 2 attacks per javelin if it is ranged.
Yeah. I'm starting to think that resistance isn't gonna help you for much longer, buddy.
That's a crit.
Son of a
Oh,
bitch.
No.
I'm too far.
18 plus 7, that is 25 damage from the first attack, which is
I think he's down.
12.
Yeah.
But we gotta see, like, what Jen,
I
what
think
is
he's
your,
still down.
what's
There
your
is,
permanent death ruling?
yeah, there is 3 attacks firing. Only one of them hits, which is 1 death save fail.
I
Okay.
think Jen goes with the normal. If you go minus your maximum, then you die.
Yeah.
If you go in 1 attack, if you get cleaved so hard that you go beyond your maximum hit points in the negatives, then you instantly die. There is no check or saving throw. That's saving.
You know, in another game
Yeah,
we
it's
have
just-
like half of our maximum minus,
Yeah.
then we die
Yeah.
permanently.
I know.
The major problem. Yeah,
Yeah.
the major problem here is that Lupus is like next turn they're going to advance on him and start doing melee attacks, which means just double crits and he's just dead.
1T time.
Yeah.
The 1T looks back at Lupus and sees the 2 skeletons dropping the elf, and then looks back at you.
Yeah.
It is going to use its action to transform into a large snake.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh,
What a
That's well
weird
done.
thing for it to decide to do, but alright.
Anyway, if it crits on me for whatever, I'm just.
No,
gonna
that's it. That's
say
its
no.
action to do it for the turn.
Oh,
because it's...
it can only turn into a snake.
Oh yeah, it changes its moveset. Don't worry.
Okay.
The Hellhound
I think
is
we're
dead.
very experienced with the giant snake is the thing from Coda, so
Yeah.
we know it's a good time.
So
Hey,
Ashville,
About
Ash!
to get bored.
How you doing, buddy?
so Ashville, from
I'm
within the
alright.
little dome of protection, you suddenly feel what the giants have left
Yep.
because there are
The-
no javelins coming your way.
The javelins, I hear stomp, stomp, stomp. All goes down.
He
Dropping
hears
taunts
Lupus
in that.
scream,
Alright.
"Oh shit!"
Oh shit! A
There's
javelin!
down.
Hold up. In the middle
There.
of the turn, I want to take a second to say, for those of you who have not followed us on Twitch, please do so. We appreciate all of your support and help. Okay.
We love you.
You're appreciated.
Go. Where's my cursor? There it is. Okay. Now I was doing some rulers for this. Where did I find the point was? There.
What do you mean rulers? Hold up.
Ah,
There we go.
what kind of fireball shit are you putting right there?
I will note, Vad is like right here.
Yeah, it's the nice one.
The nice one.
It's not. It's
Oh.
not.
I cast
a day-
Blade Strike. No.
a day if Van isn't
I'll
bleeding
do that.
around fire.
Yeah. So on this point, which I believe, yep, just in range.
Oh, dear,
Actually,
what are you
alright.
doing?
Mass Cure Wounds, please.
Oh!
So.
Oh, come on!
Fortunately, Stephanie's too far away. 1, 2,
It's
3,
okay.
4.
It's okay. Persephone's inconsequential right now.
Disciple of Life level 5. Mass Cure Wounds.
Yeah. So muscular wounds hits you all for 21 point. No, what? No, what? Math.
23.
23, yes. Points of
Nice.
healing.
Surges forward and just throws his hand out, and all of you feel a little more reinvigorated.
As the healing commences, you see Mordecai look around like, no. Damn you! Damn you and all your stupid friends! He's pointing at Grimford as he says that.
You hear Lupus? Yes, yes, yes.
He's just
Mordecai,
getting off.
Mordecai posts out of him, you're supposed to be dead!
You know the rules. If you're hit, you're out.
Oh, we don't play
bonus
by the
action.
rules.
Move this back into strength saving throw range. So, there.
Alright, the bear
Alright.
begins to prowl
bear.
forward.
There. I can put my finger on the screen so I don't keep losing it. There we go.
There we go.
No 10 hit points, but you get your strength saving throws back past the turn.
Yep.
Van,
Nice.
Giant.
you have your hands full.
Yeah. I think Van will probably soak up an attack of opportunity to get in between Lupus and that skeleton.
Alright.
So I'm gonna swing out this way.
That'll be 2 attacks of opportunity, actually.
Yep.
I'll take him.
Look at Van's health bar. Look at Van's
Yeah.
health bar.
I
Look
see a
at
lot of
everybody
green.
else's. Van can get hit.
Yeah, so attack of opportunity. I guess attack of opportunity. This one is just looking at you going, hehe, attack. It's gonna try to drain your life. Natural 20.
Ah.
Good for him!
Give me a
I
crit.
don't take- I don't take crits, bro.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't believe he takes crit
Ah,
damage
you don't take
because
crits because of your
adamantine armor.
Correct. You take
Yeah.
only 5 points of damage necrotic. Give me a constitution saving throw, please. And thank you.
16?
Oh, so you succeed. You don't even have your maximum hit points reduced. It's great.
Must be nice.
Yeah,
Breeze.
so-
Van thought a breeze, blew past him for a second. He's not even sure that anything even happened. But he is going to concentrate. He's gonna bring out Spanker and spank the skeleton.
Spank the skeleton. Spank it.
Spank it.
Spank it. Spank it.
I
Spank
will
it to the left. You spank it to the right. Yeah, so that's 12 slashing on the first attack.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The skeleton have anything? No, they don't.
I'm keeping an eye on that health bar.
Does a 20 hit?
No. Well, yes, it hits.
Oh, dang. Oh. They might have had armor. I don't know.
They do. They are armored.
So that second hit does 16.
Yeah, barely
I like
alive.
the size of that
skeleton.
health bar.
End it.
He's gonna use up his last one, I guess.
Yeah, that will hit also. Fuck plate, guys. As you swipe the sword 3 times to the skeleton's armor, cleaving. And as you finish, the skeleton has 3 distinct line marks on its chest, and it slowly, one part drops, the other one falls back, and the legs just give in as the skeleton breaks apart in 3 distinct different ways.
Nice. So I'm going to use the rest of my movement to back towards Lupus a little bit.
Okay, well,
Sort
you
of.
only use like 10 feet of movement to get to there, so.
Yeah. 10, 15, 20. Yeah, so I'll put myself about there to kind of be a screen for him.
Alright, so you move back right beside Lupus. Kiki, you are in the you're in the hands of a giant man, which is not what most fiction novels like would make it seem. Like, it is way worse. But hey, Mordecai is right next to you.
So here's the thing. I could either use Dissonant Whispers to let him go, which would be probably smart, but I could also try to get more HP back.
What do you want to do?
Well, you could get more HP if he leaves, because then you wouldn't be dying.
This is true. Like, I think whatever HP you get back, he's going to remove it fairly quickly.
Yeah, that's what I'm also thinking. Like, I don't know what he's gonna do. Like, I don't think he's just gonna take his axe and whack it against his own arm while I'm there. But you know,
Just do another.
but just to be safe.
Blast to the face.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let's look to level 5. Dissonant Whispers. Thank you. That's not very. Well, it's a bad roll.
You know, just casual 26 damage. No biggie.
Yeah, it could be better.
And it's all psychic, so it ignores his resistance.
17.
Yay. Oh my god, he meets it!
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
Wait,
That's with a negative.
Yes, he takes 13
it-
damage and he doesn't have to.
does it favor attackers or defenders?
Defenders.
Defenders.
Okay.
No, attackers.
Well,
If
basically,
you meet it, you beat it.
Yeah, but
So.
if you meet a saving throw, you succeed against them.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the same way that AC works. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Kiki just basically says to him, "Let me go," and he doesn't let her go. So she's like, "God damn it, I'm gonna die."
No, he's holding you close. Next up on the whites. The white. Well, there's one in front of Persephone, but the other whites are gonna
So,
rush up towards
I'm a
Lupus
ranged character.
and find that a massive wall is in between them.
It's
His
hunk of meat.
name is Van Ayla.
They,
Yeah.
You know,
they see
this
a wall
Lupus
is in front of them. They then look up the wall and see that there's a head on top of the wall.
Hope you packed a lunch. This is gonna be an all-day job.
That is 4
It's Lupus
attacks
doing
of
that
life
ooh
drain on
face.
you. Not even a single one scratches you. Persephone, prepare to be crit twice. I swear to God, like.
I'm negating them if they're on me.
I know that it is going to try to drain your life.
Stop it.
21 to hit and a 9. So one of that hits. Give me a con save for 7 points of necrotic damage. Yep, I know that feeling. You lose 7
Oof.
hit points from your hit point maximum as the white is draining the life away from you.
Well, my hit point maximum is now 69, so there's that. I went
Nice.
from
Fuck's sake.
96. I went from 96 of max HP to 69. That's yep.
Wait, let me just
Cool.
pull that up. See this chat? Nice.
Nice.
Anyway, beyond that, at the end of the turn, Mordecai is going to use a desperation villain action, which is move 5 feet. That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah, Mordecai is desperate. He's just clawing his way towards Lupus.
Dude, you need to pull out that scroll ASAP.
Now it's his turn.
Disappear.
How to read.
Mordecai is gonna let go of Kiki. Because you're having his movement speed.
For flavor, can I have it that Grimthod like puts out an arm and half captures her?
It's that dumb truck of an ass, Kiki. I told you. I told you.
I'm 4'6". What do you mean?
That dumb truck of an ass.
Now the question is,
Damn, why are they so...
he needs that scroll back so that he can escape. Yeah, he's gonna go for Mordecai. He's going for himself. Yeah, he's going for Lupus.
He slaps himself with his hammer. We win.
Provoking attack of opportunity from Grimthod and Kiki as he moves away.
Unfortunately, he does not provoke attack of opportunity for me because I use my reaction for Warcrawler's chant.
Right. Kiki provokes an attack.
Kiki.
Slap him.
Big grasp.
But it's a new round. It's start of a new round, right? Or do you
No,
have
no, it's
after
whenever
your
it comes
turn?
around to my turn again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Every turn you regain action, bonus action, movement, and reaction.
Alright, so shocking grass, he no longer has a reaction.
That is very annoying. You had advantage because he's wearing plate.
Oh, okay, roll again, might as well.
Roll again,
see
just
if you
in
have
case.
advantage.
Just
see
in
if you...
case.
Yeah,
No.
you don't crit.
No, that's fine. I see.
Yeah, Mordecai no longer has a reaction.
As you see the shock spread around his body as he's gonna keep moving towards Lupus. Give me back the scroll! As he is going to make some attacks against you, Lupus.
Shit.
Well, at least he doesn't have a reaction anymore, so there's
One
that.
attack.
That's pretty good.
He's not recklessly attacking. He's focused. That's a 29 to hit, though.
Yeah, pretty sure that hits.
26 bludgeoning and 7 fire, and I need you to make me a strength saving throw.
You have advantage on the strength saving throw.
If you're still conscious.
That is 33 damage.
I'm pretty sure Lupus is down again.
That's more than I healed.
Yeah.
That's more than his hit points.
But he doesn't fall over, he just stands there.
Well, hang on. Does this mean that Lupus passes out clutching the scroll?
Yes,
Yes.
It's in his
He
hand.
doesn't drop it.
So Mordecai has a
He's
Just
got a
shoved it in your
death-
drawers.
He's got a death grip on it.
Yeah, are you dying with the scroll on your hands gripped, Lupus?
Yeah.
As
I
you
mean, he
fall
wasn't doing anything else.
as you fall unconscious, Mordecai looks over with an opposite interaction, tries to take the scroll and sees that he'll have to just try to peer it, and he looks. Takes the warhammer over Lupus's body.
Oh.
Yep.
No.
Attack with advantage.
Can I use my reaction and step in front of that?
I don't. Do you have a?
Do you have
anything-
protection?
anything that does it?
From the fighter class.
I don't think so. Let me check.
Then you're caught by surprise
what's-
as Mordecai hits Lupus with a 23. That is 2 death save fails.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
2?
Third
Yeah, because it's a melee attack.
Yeah. Third
I thought it was
attack.
only for crits. Oh, shit.
Yeah. Third
Says he
attack.
doesn't want to kill us, but I always think otherwise.
I have solid
Uh,
proof of otherwise.
You see, Mordecai looms over Lupus's body and he pushes the hammer down into his chest. The flame begins to squelch into his bones, and as he pushes, you hear. And he puts a hand over the pommel of the handle, and he, in one motion, pushes with such ferocious strength that you hear a snap. Lifts the hammer up. Pitiful! Pathetic! He looks over at Grimthod. This is your fault! And he's going to intimidate you. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, I'm bad at those. I'm real bad at those.
You are frightened of Mordecai until
Son
the
of a
start,
bitch!
until the start of his next turn. He just points at you, and a feeling of fear grips your heart. Lupus, you're dead.
Oh,
Come on.
God.
Ah.
Can you guys at least revive me?
Yeah, no, that's the plan.
If I can get over there, I have a diamond and revivify, but I
If
don't.
Persephone
I
doesn't
have a
die.
minute.
So, before we go over to Persephone's turn, I would like really quickly to say to the people who are watching us over on Twitch, please visit our YouTube channel to keep track of the glorious
Jesus
goals
Christ.
We're promoting now?
This is the worst time to be during this.
and Tyranny of
Really
Dragons
now?
campaign groups.
Wait, before they're all dead, go to YouTube.
This game has been.
Persephone, your turn.
Don't look at me right now. I'm panicking.
You know, Jess, I'm with you there.
I'm going to kill you. Agreed.
I need to check something really quick.
Mordecai is still here for at least one more turn.
Don't die getting over there.
That's valid, yes.
We have
We do-
other
we do
methods of
take-
getting him up than revivify.
We do technically
It's
have
not-
10 turns?
We do have the 10 turns.
It's. I need to be here.
I mean, if he doesn't care about his racial traits, we have 10 days, but...
I need to be. I need to be here. I need to be at this square. Do I? Persephone's gonna book it.
Alright,
Okay.
what do you want to do?
She's. Cause I have to be here.
Are you dashing?
Fuck, no, I can't because that takes my action. This is the complicated part about playing a ranged character, but Jen is just like, I'm just gonna have them all go towards you. That sounds like a good plan. That sounds like a great
you want
idea.
me to send
Let's do
Mordecai your
that.
way? Okay, sure.
Okay, but here's the thing though, you have 10 turns. Like, you can't dash now or like disengage.
It's not. It's
and then
not
move
about.
next turn.
It's not about revivify. It's not about revivify.
It might be about one of her class
Path
abilities.
of the Grave, yeah. You wanna stay...
And-
you
I
wanna-
have to be within 30 feet.
Yeah, you wanna curse Mordecai, give him vulnerability, I know. Well, let me see something. Oh yeah, he's too far away. Well, it's a gamble.
Dashing would take up my action.
He does. Do you have any bonus action spells? Unfortunately, Misty Step is not one of the ranger spells.
I don't have Misty Step anyway. I'm not. This is the worst time.
I have a thing that could potentially keep him here is the thing. Even if I can't get close to him, I have a thing that might mean that he can't get away.
I might also have a thing to stop him from getting away.
Persephone is going to cast Guiding Bolt at 3rd level on Mordecai.
Alright. Roll the attack roll.
17.
Oof.
One below the armor class.
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay.
Yeah, the bolt fires
And I can't. I didn't mean to click that, so ignore that. Like I can't. I'm useless. Jen has taken a character that is literally made for ranged combat and crippled her beyond repair.
Yeah. That's
Gotta
what
love
happens
it.
sometimes.
This is...
That's all I can do.
You do hear Mordecai bellow from the other side of the pit. He yells, "All of you, get in here! Kill them all! Fuck this tactic! I want them all dead!" Grimthud, you're frightened.
So, I am frightened.
And
I don't have many options. So I'm going to try something that's probably not going to work. But if it does, it fucks his entire day. I'm going to once again drop Rage.
Okay.
And I'm going to point at him and cast the Blindness. Can he do me a con save?
Alright, it's a gambit you're taking here, friend.
Yeah. Here's the thing, there's nothing else I can do on this turn. I can't get closer to him, so I might as well just do this.
26.
Yep, nope. It was worth a shot. Yeah, next turn I'll have to try and hopefully hit him if he's still here. But that's me.
The archers, following his command, are gonna start, just drop their weapons and proceed down to the ledge.
They drop their weapons. Nice.
Yeah, something tells me it's not as good as we think it is. They're gonna be trying something else here.
They are running. The other archer is gonna drop down and take some falling damage, but they don't care. They're
I mean,
undead.
they've taken no damage this entire fight.
Alright, falling damage. Cool. And yeah, they are going to just be in position. Actually, wait. That one can make an attack against Van because he has not movement. Sword attack against Van. I believe you can only make one. Yeah, one attack. That's 19, which misses. Oh no, it doesn't. You have plate only. Which hits.
Yes.
You take 9 piercing and 5 necrotic. Can you give me a Constitution saving throw again for the reduction? You fail, so you
damn.
have 5 less from your maximum. So the one skeleton that remains, the giant one, turns towards Ashfall.
That's not what you were ordered to do.
Well, the guy he was ordered to kill is dead.
That's fair, actually.
It's gonna just rush you, and it's going to try to hit you 3 times. I think all of those attack hits because they're above 20. 22, 23, 23.
Yep.
Ooh. I'm gonna tell you the totals. I'm gonna choke in a moment. You take 48 points of piercing damage.
Yeah.
You still up, buddy?
Yep.
Next up is the 1T,
Woo!
who now, as a snake, is gonna try to bite Persephone for a 12, which misses.
Nope.
And it's going to try to constrict you. No, wait, it can't. No, wait. It literally has to be right here to do.
It fucked its action economy.
It is going to try to grapple you. Give me a grappling check.
Yup. What is
is
that?
it either an
Is it
strength.
athletics or
Is it-
acrobatics? Your choice.
Oh, acrobatics.
I'll take acrobatics. I'm not proficient, but it's definitely better.
Oof.
You're grappled by it, and next turn it's going to try to restrain you, but it can't do it right now because I botched it. Ashfall.
Let's ruin the plan. I'm not sure that the plan changes. Oh god, having obscured health bars makes things so difficult. Ay ay ay.
Yeah. So what do you want to do?
What would mounting a creature be? Is that an action? I assume it's an action.
No, it's a movement for mounting a creature. If
Oh, it's movement?
If
Oh,
it is,
sweet.
If it is willing, that is.
Okay. Right.
Mounting a creature in 5e is movement. If you
Alright.
and also
And mounts take damage before you do.
Depends on what the creature is attacking.
Yeah, they can choose which one they want to target.
It's a real hell of a gamble.
Yep. What are you gonna gamble?
Yeah, there's not much else I can do. So first of all, we'll conjure animals at a 5th level.
Mm-hmm. So double the number of animals. What are you summoning?
Assuming I can have a mixed bag, I would like a giant eagle and
Let me
3 wolves.
let me check. Conjure animal. I don't think you can. And do check on that.
It says 2 beasts. It would be 4 beasts of challenge rating 1 or lower. It doesn't specify they have to be the same. So
So what is giant eagle?
they're all 1. Giant
And-
eagles 1, dire wolves are 1.
Oh,
Feels
yeah,
so
it
weird to
doesn't.
say
It
a
doesn't
giant.
say. Yeah, it doesn't say
Yeah.
one kind. So yeah, sure.
It also feels so weird to say a giant eagle is a challenge rating 1.
Yeah.
They are not eagles from the Lord of the Rings. God damn it.
Those are rocks, yes, but still, it's an
Wait.
eagle and it's giant.
Oh.
So.
Well,
No, you
angry
summon
beacon in
one
tow.
giant eagle and 3 dire wolves.
Yes.
All right.
The dire wolves are closer to Mordecai.
So you want to put how far away is 60 feet from you? Oh, easily. You can just plop them.
You could just put them on him.
Oh, neat. Yeah. Just on that left corner then.
Suddenly, Mordecai is surrounded by wolves.
Suddenly, wolves.
These are what good boys look like, Mordecai.
Yeah, we'll get some extra health from Mighty Summoner. Fingers crossed they don't. They're gonna definitely do their attacks first before I try this gambit.
So, are you gonna mount the eagle?
Yes, for the last part of my turn.
All right. So you mount the eagle, and then at the end of your turn, the boys, the squad.
The
is gonna-
boys go in.
Yeah, the squad
Yeah.
is gonna bite. Go for it. Pack tactics, obviously. They are.
Yeah.
As the wolves are summoned,
One
Mordecai looks
bite.
around like, "Oh, I forgot one of you can do that." Ah!
2 bite. Alright, 20 hits,
20
I
hits.
think.
So Mordecai has
Okay.
to make a strength save as well. Oh, come on, that is
Yeah.
impossible.
9 piercing.
God, why didn't I read the report better?
29 points of damage, and I'm assuming these are magical attacks, which means his magic armor.
Yeah.
Yep, these, well, it's 9 piercing, so magical. So, 9 magical piercing.
But he is raging still.
And he.
Uh,
Okay. And I assume he succeeded on the strength saving throw. And then the last one.
yeah, that's a 29. That also hits.
Another 20. 10.
Alright. He looks pretty. He's bleeding. Like on the floor, he's actively bleeding. As the wolves are biting into him. Foolish pups! Be rid of me!
Alright.
Now your gambit. You're trying to fly away, I'm assuming.
Well, first off, the eagle's gonna make the eagle attack.
Oh, sure.
Let's try that first. So, beak and talons on the giant skeleton.
Yes, Gandalf.
Dang.
None of them hit.
Oh,
that hits.
I didn't see the second one. It appeared second.
Okay.
There we go.
If it is 3 attacks, then 1 hits.
It's only 2, so yeah,
Yeah,
that
okay,
last
so-
one misses. I didn't see the 6 pop up.
Very well.
And then we fly away.
Okay. The giant does have an attack of opportunity. I'm gonna roll for it.
Yep. And move there.
It attacks the eagle.
Hey!
I ain't fudging this shit. That is an 18 to hit eagle.
That definitely hits the eagle's natural armor.
Okay. I'm just gonna have this
Music
playing.
is quiet.
I know.
No music. Okay, just making sure.
That is 17 points of damage.
Okay. Minus 17.
The burb is still there.
Yep. And I have 80 flying movement, so
Yeet!
so I was here. So that's 1, 2, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45.
Swoop.
50, 55, 60. We'll go here.
Hmm.
Actually, no, we'll go all the way. 65, 70, 75. Yep.
You
We'll
land.
just sort of appear next to Kiki. Yeah.
Okay, so you land right next to your companions.
See you back
Yep.
in town.
And we'll offer a hand to get on. It's a
Right.
big eagle.
Van, you are in a situation.
I am in a situation.
Yeah, I know that Ashfall
Can
that you
attack
are offering a
Mordecai
hand to get out of
non-stop.
there. Van is literally in a hellhole.
No, but to Kiki.
Yeah, I know. Who did I say?
Yeah, Van's fine.
So
Van's health bar.
Eldritch
Yeah,
Bolt
it's-
from
it looks
Eagleback. It's
better.
gonna be awesome.
So I'm just gonna float this out there. You are the one who's right next to Lupus' body. You could recover the scroll before Mordecai can get it.
Yeah, that is an object interaction considering the Lupus is dead.
Or you can just stab the scroll while attacking.
Yeah, you could just
Yeah.
destroy it.
Roll to attack scroll.
Actually,
Yeah.
actually,
Actually, though, that might not be a bad call.
Oh, man.
actually, yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
I think he will. He'll try to destroy the scroll because obviously Chucklehead wants it, and he's not cool with that.
Yeah, he sees this happen.
So that's
Oh
a
my God!
23 on the scroll.
Oh, you wanted this?
You
Are you
crit
quitting
the scroll.
Yeah.
That hits.
Yeah.
Scroll has like five hit points.
Slice and diced.
You thrust your weapon through the scroll, destroying it. On the side of that, Mordecai looks at you and goes, "No, no, 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 no!"
Yeah, one thing. If Mordecai pays attention, there he noticed that Lupus Curse has a middle finger pointing out.
Alright, you got 2 more attacks, buddy.
Yeah, and I think I'm gonna wade right into Mordecai and use him on him. Attacks of opportunity be damned.
No,
Actually,
there's
don't
no...
take
There
any.
aren't any because you don't move out.
Yeah. You're still in the range of everyone, so...
First one's at 29.
That's
Where can I buy your dice?
Well, I have a plus 13 to hit.
Do I have to rub your fucking head for good luck from now on?
I mean, I will.
That hits for 9 damage.
I don't care. It's still a 16.
Roll again, because that hits also.
Oh, also hits.
There we go.
8 damage. Or
close
Mordecai is
that is
looking
he?
not good now. He's like,
We're not done yet, fuckhead.
there was no report about you! Is that your turn? I believe
It's
so.
not just a city of mages.
I'm gonna use my bonus action for my second win, too.
Okay, fair,
Oh,
fair.
okay. Get
Heal
yourself back up.
Kiki, you are looking over this is happening, and Mordecai
Oh.
is...
Okay, that is 10 plus your level, though, so that's still good.
I got 11 points back. 80.
Kiki,
Wait, you're only level 10?
Level 11.
Oh, yeah, so it'd be 12 points.
12 points.
Silver.
I'm muted, goddammit. I'm muted.
Yeah.
Hi. So I see Ash's offer and I accept it.
Alright,
Yeah.
half movement to get on Eagle.
Yes. So on the Eagle, I'm going to try something that will make our life a little bit easier. I might
Hold
fail
on.
though. Because
Can she command this? Because it does have 10 feet of movement. I don't know. Can she command the mount to move?
I'm pretty sure it's only on its turn that
Yeah,
it
it's
moves.
only... If
Well,
Kiki
it's
Yeah.
oh yeah, I guess it is kind of a living mount. I order it and then it moves on its volition.
Yeah,
It's not like a
basically-
horse where it's just like it's part of me.
Yeah, Kiki can order
Yeah.
it. It will act on its turn.
Yeah. It's not like a mount where it's literally just an extension of me. So yeah.
Yeah.
I tell it to move and then it moves. It doesn't like say I am moving on this.
So I'm gonna try to do something that will hopefully make our life a little bit easier, and I will cast telekinesis on Mordecai.
Oh, for fuck's sake, is that the intelligence save again? Ah,
No, it's a strength save
Oh.
contest or strength
No.
check contest.
that's a big... check or
Yeah.
It's a gamble. It is a gamble. I know.
Hmm.
You have advantage on it.
Yeah, you have advantage.
Okay.
No. It's not strength. It's like
Oh,
I
it's
do.
your yeah, it's your
Spellcasting
spellcasting
ability.
modifier, and he does strength, so he has advantage because he raging.
Okay.
I know. but I'm still gonna try.
Does he weigh more than 1,000 pounds?
No. If it's a construct, then it matters. But he's a living creature, so it doesn't matter.
That is a fine ass 26.
I can't beat that.
Yeah.
Just Eldritch Blast him! Damage!
You see that the telekinesis begins to slowly lift Mordecai, but he's so fucking heavy.
He's so fat.
Okay, well, I do have advantage, concentration on that now.
Yeah, you are concentrating on Mordecai's.
No, I'm concentrating on
Oop,
telekinesis.
she's under the eagle.
Yeah, no worries. Sorry, I'm just gonna move. Okay, there we go.
There we go.
For me, I wasn't tough. Okay. Well,
Amazing.
okay, it's fine.
Yeah. Cool. Then are the whites, who are going to look at Van and Kiki. Let's go first with the whites attacking Persephone. The one
Oh, boy.
white. 21 and 7, so one attack hits. Give me another Constitution check, save for 5 necrotic damage. Success.
Hey!
You are not
My
afflicted.
first success.
Then there are 4 attacks against Van. 1, 2, 3, 4.
How much damage am I taking?
5 only. Van, on the other hand, just got hit twice, but because he has the stupid armor, he does not get the crit. Give me 2 Constitution saving throws.
I love this armor. I love it so much.
19, success, and 22. You take 14 points of necrotic damage.
That's easy, man. There we go.
Then is Mordecai, who for his desperation just moves here, provoking an attack of opportunity from the wolf.
Nom 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 nom.
They like food that cooks itself.
So Ashfall, I need an attack from the wolf as an attack of opportunity made against
Wonderful. Yeah, that one in the far corner. Still has pack tactics. Fight.
Hey!
Yeah. That
Goodly
hits.
bite. Do that
DC
strength. Do that strength.
14
save,
magical piercing, and yeah.
I'm pretty sure he needs to nat 1 to fail this.
Yeah, that, not even another one. No, to be honest, like this is not even.
Can he even fail it?
That's a 19 on the strength save, so he's fine, but he takes 7 points of damage, which he's not happy about. Mordecai looks over at you, Ashfall, and goes, "At last, you have flying creatures to escape and get out of here." He looks over at you, Van. Cover my escape! He's going to move.
That's 2 attacks of opportunity for me. Where's the wolf gone? I've already lost it. There it is. Fight.
Nice, both it.
Ball
Nice.
hit, and I have to make technically 2 saving throws.
Those are good damage as well.
If he starts climbing,
5 and
doesn't he
6?
have to do
And,
saving throws too?
It's 5 and 6. It's 11. Okay, Mordecai is going to use his action to dash because he's trying to fucking book it. Like, he moves up. Van, that's an attack of
Okay,
opportunity.
Van, do it, buddy.
Nice.
Can we stop?
You don't
No,
show your back
never.
to me, coward.
I think Van has rolled more natural 20s than I have in this
Yeah.
fucking game.
The entire campaign, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, Spanker saw the
Woo!
ass exposed.
Spanker does
Wow.
it, yeah. Spanker goes right for the ass.
You cleave the bottom as Mordecai is climbing onto the side of the hill. He has no problem climbing this. He moves
Okay.
up. Need to escape. Get out of here. It's closed. He's running for his life. That is the love line. Yeah. Okay, he's moving up here.
Boy, he can move.
Be fast.
Yeah, 40 feet of movement. He's like,
I can still hit him.
Yeah, don't worry. The eagle has 80.
Lupus.
Let's do his
Dead.
hair.
Alright.
Dead.
Persephone. I didn't want to BM this. I'm sorry. I was confused. Persephone.
Get out of there!
Persephone, it's your turn.
Get in the range of the mess. Heal.
I'm depressed. I can only go to here.
You want to disengage?
That takes up my action, unfortunately. And I
Oh
don't
no, you're grappled.
want it.
Right.
I'm grappled, so I have to get out of the grapple first.
And that takes
Yeah.
also your action.
Oh
It takes your
lordy,
action to get
lordy,
out.
lordy, lordy.
Oh no, we see Persephone at the side of the map just like melting and just disappointment, self-love. Like, I hate this, I hate all of this, I hate stupid snakes, stupid
You
zombies.
know what? I'm just. Can I still cast spells while grappled?
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah,
Yep.
totally.
Spirit Guardians. Alright. Summon them again.
Yeah.
As the Spirit Guardians are summoned, you do notice that the snake is looking frightened and he's looking over at Mordecai who is fleeing. Morale has dropped.
you.
Yeah, morale has
He's
dropped.
leaving you. He does not care for you. He never has and never will. You were a means to an end, and you will die like an animal, worthless and bleeding.
We can make
Hey,
an
wait.
intimidation check.
Remembers when Lupus screamed, "Are you two banging?" That goes in his mind.
21.
Oh,
Ooh.
that's some tasty scary.
You swear you see a little bit of sweat like forming onto the edges of the snake's face as it is, even though it is grappling you, its face is now leaning away from you.
Tiger by the tail.
Grimthought, you are no longer frightened of Mordecai because
No
you
longer
fucked on.
frightened.
Yeah.
Okay, so quick question.
Hmm.
Mordecai didn't have to worry about going up the slope here, but I'm presuming if I were to go over that, that'd be difficult terrain, correct?
Yes. Correct.
Okay. A quick do measure. Okay. Grimthod is going to look to Ash and Kiki and just give them a nod and point after him. It's like, get him.
We'll handle
And-
it.
And I'm going to
Ash knocked
charge. I'm going to charge at the snake to save Persephone.
I'm a damsel. I'm in distress. I've got it.
So actually, hang on. Might it make more sense to do this? You know what? I've got the spell slot for it. I might as well. Yeah. So I'm gonna move forward 40. Sorry. There we go. I'm getting some weird thing where my token's not letting me pick it. Oh, okay. I'm set like 5 feet. My cursor's set like 5 feet to the left of everything on the screen. I don't know what's up with that.
Give it a refresh, maybe.
Yeah. But oh, jeez. Hang on. Just gonna hit refresh.
Oh, okay.
It's always me. It's always me with the refreshes. All right. Give it a sec there. Come through. Yeah. No, not a session of Ruinous Path without me needing to refresh at least once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Screen
It's
is
always
currently
me
loading
that gets
in.
cruel.
Okay. So, 5, 10, 15, 20,
Oh.
25, 30, 35, 40. Gonna get to here. And I'm going to once again throw out a 3rd level Dissonant Whisper before re-entering into my rage with my bonus action. So can it do me a wisdom save, please?
The snake?
The snake.
Sure, you will try.
Again, ignore the 10.
19.
Passes. Okay, so it takes half the damage. So that is
7.
Yep. What do I do?
Alright.
Yep, 7. So 7 psychic damage, and I'm going to bonus action re-enter my rage for, I think, The third time this entire encounter.
The blighted archers who are going to move. Dashing down.
Dashing down the way.
These ones are next to Van.
Dash away. Dash away.
We're gonna stab.
Nice.
Natural 1 and a 10. Never mind. Oh, there's one giant skeleton remaining.
Yeah. I'm supposed to cling to him.
You are. But not close
Hi,
enough.
friend.
Stomp!
It looming. Am I gonna really just make 2 ranged attacks? Seriously?
Can I make 2? I thought I could only make 1.
Two ranged attacks with javelins, 3 melee.
Yeah.
But it is gonna. It's gonna dash.
Okay. Gets into melee. Cool.
The abomination is going to let go of trust as it makes a wisdom saving throw at the start of its turn. 20. Ceasing the saving throw, taking damage. Trust, how much was the damage for Spirit Guardians?
I'm just
Hang
gonna
on.
re-roll it.
Sure.
I'm
15.
just gonna re-roll it. Oh,
It was 15 up there.
Okay.
Alright.
So for the 1T, 15.
Yep, takes half. It is gonna let go of you, of the grapple.
Gently, I hope.
Yeah, it slithers past as it is trying to escape, so it's going to dash. Provoking attack of opportunity as it is leaving.
Oh, hi. I guess I can shoot it now. I guess I can use my bow.
Yes,
That's
that is
pretty cool.
True.
We're gonna sharpshooter this because why not?
Sure.
6.
You fire
Yeah.
and it misses by like 5 feet.
That's fine.
Moves out and slithers, trying to move behind Kiki and Ashfall's notice. Ashfall.
Fly, you fools.
Fly, fools.
How high is this cliff here?
About 10 feet.
10 feet. Alright. Well, we'll fly 15 feet up. So we're now. And then that means I have 65. So we'll fly
Can't
to
the
about.
eagle dash though?
It could, if
Yeah.
it's not planning on
It
doing
could.
an attack for.
Yeah, if it doesn't want to attack.
How many
This is the
feet
part where you guys dive bomb him off the back of the eagle.
Although,
Basically-
in fact,
Sadly, I don't have spell slots.
Yeah, the way
We're
it works
gonna-
is you're gonna hold your action, and then the eagle is gonna take its action to do stuff.
Yeah.
we're gonna move.
I could do it from here.
right
but-
About here. That's line of sight, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
obviously.
totally.
Yeah.
You're 15 feet above him and you're in the air.
Well, at this point, we're 5 feet because we move
Yep.
10 feet up and then 5 feet here. So,
Which means you're on eye level with Mordecai.
Yeah.
so where were we moving? We're moving to this point here. Finger on the screen.
Sure.
There we go.
There we
Right,
go.
that will be
And
at
Kiki goes
the
to-
at the start of the eagle, at the start of the eagle's turn. So what are you
Yeah.
doing for your turn, holding your action? or not?
I'm readying my wand of magic missile.
Alright. As the eagle then flies, you arrive at the spot and you see Mordecai is lumbering away.
All right.
See everything on
Do
here.
I save the points for an attack? I think we'll put the eagle on evasive.
Hmm.
So
Dodge action. Cool.
yeah, it takes the dodge action, and I'm gonna use my wand of magic missile.
Alright. Roll for it.
Blaze them.
How many charges?
All of them.
All. I cast all.
Alright. Don't forget to roll a
Oh.
d20 as well.
Leave something for me, goddammit.
D20 for what?
Because magic
for the
missile
wand.
can't miss.
Oh yeah, for the
Yeah.
wand.
Make
Actually,
sure it
break.
doesn't break.
Actually, send it to me over gems.
Can't
I wanna
you
keep
can't
it.
you leave
If-
one and
if
then
you
it
wouldn't
doesn't
mind.
break?
Yes, but I want that damage. It's
Uh,
1 in 20 chance. I'm willing
Okay,
to
but
take it.
okay, but I have 3 Eldritch Blasts. Just saying.
We don't know how much health he's on.
We
That's
don't.
very
That's the
true.
problem.
Well, he's
Alright,
running away, so
74,
probably not a lot.
Greed, my favorite. Please do.
7.
That's solid ass blast damage.
7.
Yeah.
Bang, 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 bang.
How do you want to do this?
Oh, fuck yeah!
I
He didn't think this far ahead.
hold on. It took a second to register. That means he's dead.
He's very dead. The missiles fire and Mordecai's doom is sealed. How do you want to perform the killing blow?
Eagle swoops up and towards him. I take the wand from my belt, point it, and just shout, "Begone!" as a barrage of magical darts pepper him with holes. And I assume he falls over right as they just impale themselves into his back.
You see Mordecai as the darts explode on his backside. He goes down to the floor, and they keep on going. A pair of darts explode, and he kind of like skids over the floor, like a little bit further into the dirt. As you watch him gasp for air, suddenly his hand, as it is reaching up into the sky, goes limp, and you watch as his entire form just falls collectively. As that happens, with Mordecai dead, you notice the undead that are surrounding Van simultaneously have a collective seizure, including the White and the Blightbringer and archers in front of him, as they all instantaneously go limp on the floor.
Well, that's disappointing.
I will note Ash also has
The
action
wolves.
with his wolves. Is there anything left to fight at this point?
Oh, the 1T.
Okay.
Yep.
I mean, in for a penny.
He sort of turns towards the battlefield, sees this happening.
Yeah, I can hit him.
They say snake tastes like chicken.
Alright, Jen,
They do.
Go
can I ask,
him, boys.
how many hit points was he on before Ash launched those magic
18.
missiles into him?
Wow.
Okay,
Oh.
so
Just about
that
it.
also means that he's failed all his death saves because he got hit 3 times whilst
Yep.
down. Cool.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying he's dead.
Yeah, super dead.
Like he's dead.
As he sees the giant fall, he takes like a
Um,
small second to realize that.
Can you guys
Important
Okay,
no,
he's dead.
sorry, I did lie. The giant skeleton is still alive.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Don't worry, I got
Yeah, he's got it.
it.
Uh,
Unless you want to try and take this one out too, Van. You know, you've got actions before I do.
This is giving me deja vu again of the jungle.
It is. It really is.
scary.
What is it with Ash and just ending impossibly powerful enemies?
Trauma silent time. Anyway, he sort of sees the giant fall, takes a second to relish the victory before turning towards the battlefield, seeing the snake trying to slither away, and he just looks to the wolves and goes, "Sick 'em!" as they start going to, as they immediately turn from the seizuring whites and charge towards it, and they should all have the movement.
Yep.
Question. Do you guys think you can do me a favor and,
Revive you? Yeah, no, we got you, fam.
not just that, but I mean,
Make attack.
grab every scrap metal from Mordecai's corpse that you can.
Forget about me! Get the loot!
You
I
see,
will
Lewis.
I am still revivable for at least 6 more rounds. Loot that corpse.
Oh my, your greed.
Technically, he has 10 days. Alright, bite. Bite.
All of them, I believe, hit.
The 17?
Yeah, even the
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, the 1T doesn't have armor.
Alright,
It's
bring
a
the
snake
giant
currently,
down.
actually.
It's a snake. even,
13, so 20, 33 magical piercing.
Okay, blah 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 blah. Da, da, da. Yeah, it is prone from the first one, even though it rolled natural 20 and the other one. Cool. It is prone and it gets completely and utterly like devoured by
Savaged.
wolves. Yeah, it is a fate a little bit worse than death, as it is very slow for this creature.
This is giving deja vu with the maid
Next turn.
that I dropped from the ceiling, and then the wolves ate it.
Ha, yeah.
Good times.
Alright, Van, go punch a skeleton. Go
Yeah.
spank his ass.
Well, I'm
Go
not
spank
sure
it.
I can get there, but I will pick up Lupus and walk in as far as I can in that direction.
Okay.
So that's
Carry. Well, I guess he's dead. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
just toss him up
You
over
know
one
this-
shoulder.
if you pay close attention, you notice that he has a grin in his middle finger showing.
Actually, here's a question, Jen. Is that an item interaction or an action to pick up Lupus?
I would be an action to leap up to lift
Okay.
up the corpse. Yeah.
I was just thinking he's like item interaction, throw corpse over shoulder, dash.
It's not an
action.
item. He's a person.
What do you mean corpse isn't an item?
Said the necromancer. Yeah.
It's clearly in the bag of holding. That makes it a knife.
Oh my god. Alright, Van, you have Lupus over your shoulder, you're looking up the skeleton that Grimthod is right next to. What are you doing? Is that you done?
I think that's all of his actions.
Right on.
Yeah.
He picked up body.
Because I couldn't quite make it into melee range with him, so I figured I would just get Lupus closer to anyone who could get him
Revive,
that kind of
i.e. Persephone.
Very well.
Knock
I
him dead.
have spell slots for this, so.
Nice.
Knock him dead.
You mean
Hit it, Kiki! Hit it!
So, 1, 2, 3.
I think the 20 and the 22
Oh.
hit.
No.
Oh.
The 10 hit.
You shall die!
I expect you to die. As you fire the bolts, it is screaming all the time, all the way, like in common. I surrender! Surrender!
Oh no, I was firing at the giant.
Oh,
because
the skeleton.
He's prone, so
it is
I would
still
have to
screaming
do that.
in like I surrender.
Oh, okay.
Giant skeleton screaming.
Do we want to do interrogation on this one or no?
Yeah. No.
Okay.
No. Okay, just... I have... What is it?
soul prison?
Detect thoughts.
Yeah,
so we
I
can
see
kill
the
him afterwards.
Yonti screaming as well because it's being torn apart by direwolves.
We can kill him afterwards. So I wanna look into his mind. Okay.
I shoot skeleton.
You shoot the skeleton.
You should
Start running! Start running!
All right, shoot.
Grimthod will kill it.
That's an 8. No, that's a 16. 16 hits. Oh no, he doesn't.
Yep.
Sorry, my bad.
Oh, well,
I still have movement though, so
Yeah.
like I'm not
move up
Just
towards
move.
the boy.
right here. I'm just behind Grimthod. I'm oh, it's attached to me. That's so cool.
Yes.
Oh shit.
You didn't know that?
No, I thought Tim just put something on the ground.
Auras are cool.
Yeah, auras are
I
awesome.
love that.
I wish there was a way to. Okay, you can make them square. I wish you could make them like circle square, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
rounded.
Yeah.
Like circular, but to the grid.
I'm dropping this. By the way,
Oh.
there's no more. We're dropping spiritual guardians.
I mean, you can keep it up since.
Wait,
it's
no,
skeleton-
we'll keep it up.
Yeah, the skeleton.
Yeah.
We'll keep it up, but
Alright.
the
can
my
still
allies
on.
are obviously immune.
Yeah.
Alright.
Gromp.
Time to end this.
Yeah, fair enough.
Do it.
I've done almost
Reckless.
nothing this entire combat, so this is kind of gratifying.
I
Here we
didn't
go.
do it much either.
Reckless.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Yeah, no. We equally did nothing. Socks.
Yeah.
Funniest thing, I did more by,
Y'all
doing-
tanked,
by
and
not
that's all that
attacking.
matters.
23.
You slam the greater with enough force to make the chest dislodge from from the rest of the limbs.
I mean, that was Celebrator, so it was an axe, but yes.
You hit with your axe with enough force to make the chest dislodge from the rest of the limbs.
I yell over towards Ash and Kiki, so, did you get him?
I can't respond.
I used my reaction to say he's fucking dead.
Fuck yeah! And then turn over towards Lupus like, oh fuck, can we shave him?
One thing, what would be his reaction to notice that he has a grin in his middle finger up?
So-
Is he dead?
I will be honest, this snake guy is not going to be much of a death challenge for you. If you want, you can just let him die to the wolves.
I think the plan is like have the wolves hold him at bay and have Kiki do brain stuff.
Ah.
By the way, grab his fancy
Ash, don't
sword.
kill the snake.
You're dead.
He does
Shh.
brain
Alright,
stuff
that's
as
your
another
reaction.
great band name.
I'm
He
speaking
does
out of character. You know what I
Anxiety
want.
eating clementines.
So, as the last of the monsters fall, because that's what they are, they're monsters. You watch over at the at the snake.
on,
Revivify. Do you
Yeah.
want me to roll the d20 or you?
My luck
So
has been
luck.
shit, but I would like to roll the d20.
All right. Does anyone
Is
want to do
there
anything beforehand?
Is there opportunity to give up stuff at this point? Because if so,
I will
looking
give
through.
up all my ranger levels for cleric levels if that's what it takes to bring him back safely.
I am going to sacrifice Verity, the bear of many hugs,
Oh.
Oh.
and I just kind of push it up against
You
the spider.
go,
Like, it fixes people. You'll fix him.
The eagle takes Kiki over, but Ash hops off like about halfway through and comes over to Lupus as well, commanding the wolves to keep Kiki safe.
Jen, I'm giving up all my ranger levels for cleric levels.
That's the action. Wow. Okay.
Right. You would make this sacrifice to yourself to be a cleric of Corey, to abandon the knowledge that you have gathered from your ranger travels. Is that the sacrifice you're willing to make?
Mm-hmm.
Very well. Grimthought, you give up the bear and you see as this suddenly begins to just... As it is on Lupus's form, you see the little arms on the bear hug him.
Come on, work.
I rolled a 16.
A faint glow emanates from the bear, similar to a light, and then slowly dims. Can you give me a persuasion check?
Persuasion.
With
Okay.
advantage.
With advantage. Okay. That's a 20. So that's a 22.
Right. You watch as the bear loses all of its magical property, as it begins to slowly, the light is fading, and you watch as its form just becomes that of a normal-looking bear, a toy that you would find in the shop. Persephone. You hold on to Lupus's form and you feel the connection that you have with Corey, trying to channeling into the spell, and suddenly it is not necessarily forceful. You feel a tug in your heart, a tug that is strong, powerful. Your perception of what's around you shifts. Everything loses its color and becomes a bit more grayed out as you see a form hunched over Lupus's body. A pair of wings, leathery, stitched, come out from the back of the figure. Large horns emanating from the head, rolling.
Who are you?
The form looks at you, the figure looks up at you and looks back at the elf boy, and he says, "You're about to make a mistake.
No, I'm not.
You would give up what you have rightfully been given by your family to save him."
Given by my family? Is this not a gift?
I see.
Did not ask for this. It is not a gift. It is not a blessing of any kind. Who are you?
For the time being, I am, much like a lot of other people, a slave to other people's desires. I have a job to do. If you no longer wish to maintain what boons were given, then so be it. But you have made your choice.
A choice I will make gladly and without regret.
May the hands of this benevolent goddess be ever more caring The fiendish
Certainly
form,
more caring than my parents.
the fiendish form dissipates, and suddenly the focus returns. The spell empowered as you focus. Give me a wisdom check.
Just a check, just like a flat.
Yeah. If you want, you can give me insight or a history check with your wisdom. Alright. Try to focus, but your focus got shifted. Like, what was that? Your mind kind of begins to wander. It's not strong enough to maintain a negative to the DC. Anyone else? One more person.
Ash, you are there. Do you have anything?
That's the thing. I don't know that I do. Other than my one idea was like I just I empty one of my flasks towards him as a final drink.
Oh,
He would love that.
you would. That's actually in character connection.
Mm.
Alright. Roll persuasion check from Ash then, I guess?
Nice fine whiskey.
Alright, make a persuasion check.
And there it is.
Oh my god.
Damn it, can we use inspiration?
No,
I
we
think
used
we're
that.
out.
We used that in the
You're
fight.
using-
Yeah.
in the
We
fight.
used it. We used it to make sure Mordecai couldn't escape.
Very well.
And
Persephone, do you want to roll the die or should I?
I rolled the 16. I already rolled the d20. I rolled that first
No.
when you said to roll it. I
But
can
you
roll
see-
another one if you want.
No? The DC has gone up, Lupus, but you're alive.
Ha!
But you feel your soul returning to your body, the experience being a short one as you suddenly felt yourself living up for the afterlife, a next life. A realm of light awaited you, and you were pulled back into the world of the living. Your eyes open, and you notice as you look up the wounds, your mangled chest has been filled with new flesh to sustain your body. Your hands are a bit broken, bone shattered, but they will be alright as you have now a broken finger, your middle finger broken completely to the fixed position of a bird.
Epic.
That is nasty.
you know the Subus. Yeah, at least he got to see that gift I left him.
Really
Oh
quickly.
my god, you're back.
So, as you now see Lupus breathe, you notice that the wolves, are they mangling the snake?
I feel like at this point, because he's gone limp and is surrendering, what they've done is like stretch him out fully.
Yeah.
One of them has their teeth around his neck, ready to bite, while the other two are just kind of holding him.
Alright. He's just looking up at Kiki the entire time going, I can be of use. Please.
I don't want any more lies. I am tired of them. And she uses her Rod of the Pact Keeper to get her one spell slot back, and immediately uses it for detect thoughts.
Alright. He's not resistant.
Snooples that. Alright, so what was your deal with Mordecai here?
We were supposed to fight. If I turned south, he was my friend. Promised he would help me in return for a favor.
What do you know about the Triad?
Sorry for that. So,
Jen?
yeah, can you repeat your question? Sorry for that.
Oh god.
What do you know about the Triad?
Timing on that was fucking perfect. Anyway, continue.
It worked.
What do you know about the triad? The snake snaps its own neck.
Nope!
Snake is extremely flexible.
Yeah,
You
it
can't do
goes.
that easy.
I have information I am willing to give. And you see images, places, very fast moving through your brain. You can't really get a hold of them. You see a fireplace. You see some kind of stairs leading down. You see yourself in the city of Center, and then away from it in some kind of remote place. But they're going really fast.
Who is the heart?
The images begin to coalesce of the locations. A hooded figure in most of them now, meeting up with Mordecai and another hooded figure that you remember as Baldy. Sorry.
I beg your pardon.
Because really made an impression on them.
The other figure that you would know as Durant. And there is, and as these figures come, the snake says, "I did not see truly, but I saw." And you notice the bottom part of the figure's face, only the chin, barely visible under the hood. I dared to glimpse. And the figure's form is tall for an elf standard.
I think
Like
that's most
for
of
a
the
human
party,
that's for a human that's average, or even small.
What do you know about my twin, Kayani?
I know no such name. You see through his memories, he's trying to rethink anyone mentioning that, but he doesn't seem to hear it.
Okay. Fuck. Okay, 1 minute.
I served Mordecai. He promised me he would help me.
What did he promise to help you with?
You see him, he's not speaking, but his mind is already connected to yours, and you see images of what appears to be some kind of map, some kind of marked out location. A deal being made between Mordecai and this snake. You recall Mordecai's words hidden in your mind. Sure. You help me kill the goats and I'll give you your home back. But the snake does not answer you.
Okay.
While this is going on, seeing that Lupus is alright, I'm actually gonna quickly make sure Kiki's alright over here with his pets.
Ash, ask him anything. Ask him something.
You see that like a wolf is already like on the throat and it's like biting lightly so that a little bit of blood trickles.
Where are the other members of the triad?
The images hit you as the figure speaks. That she resides in a remote tower, abandoned. Durant has found himself a crypt. I have not been to either place, but I know where they are. And truly, you do realize that what he's speaking is true, because he has watched over what Mordecai had on his own private quarters. Like, you notice that he's looking over a table. And the reason why this snake person was in his private quarters to begin with was because he was his bodyguard.
Do we want to ask where Mordecai's base is?
I assume I don't see this, so Kiki would have to
Yeah.
ask where that is.
Where was Mordecai's base of operations?
It was not far from here. He wished to claim a place for himself. He looks at you and says, how do you call it? A small village. Ghosts.
Hear
by-
Lupus in the background, loser.
Really?
He just died. Come some slack.
He said the one he says. Bufria.
What?
Bufria. I'll type it.
Yeah. The hiss talk is not helping with pronunciation.
I'm not even going to quest how that's okay. Sorry, I'm trying to think if there's anything I missed.
I know something important.
Well, tell me.
Before I do, you'd see his mind it goes from thinking that to thinking away from it. Before I do, promise me you'll release me and let me go.
I promise, and I will roll deception check.
Okay.
Nice.
14,
Oof.
not very high.
Alright. You see his form look at you, and then he visibly relax. Alright. We know of one of the many operations the Triad has been acting. We have been stealing from several vaults of the expedition of the heart, the Solace Heart.
You hear Lupus gets up, using his sword as a walking stick.
Oh, good. Gripod's gonna give him a shoulder.
In
Did
addition,
Man can put you up on his if you
we
want.
have been extorting noblemen and people from small enterprises for coin.
Did you found a stone in one of those vaults?
You see he's having trouble remembering. His mind is searching, but he does not find it. And as he's not finding it, you feel anxiety creep up onto the back of his mind. I can't recall.
You do know if we just knock you out, we can just search your memory and...
I mean, if he actually doesn't know, then like Kiki would notice that he doesn't know.
Yeah, he's just not simply knowing what you're talking about.
Okay. Well, that's nice to know. I'm pretty sure we're approaching the 1 minute mark.
Okay.
I don't
Last
know what to
question.
ask.
What's...
Shoot him.
Which fault of the Soulless Heart Guild?
We did a heist on 2 vaults. One to the north, past Bufria. Our colleagues stole most of the contraband of sealed artifacts. Another, we attacked. We managed to steal a few things.
What did you steal?
You do know some of those things are kept under seal because they can kill the user relatively quickly.
They have a good price on them.
Yeah, that doesn't still solve the problem of you dying if you're too stupid.
I did not handle such items. I was safe. The grunts risk their lives.
You do know that if I see one of those items back that breaks. I'm gonna shove my broken finger right through your skull.
You're going to shove what?
Show him the broken finger.
The perma-bird.
Yeah, it seems a bit disturbed. That sounds inefficient.
Yeah, I'm
This
slow.
guy.
Thank you for your honesty. I will repay you. And Kiki puts her hand on this guy's head, and she's going to cast Eldritch Blast until he's dead.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh,
Alright.
hey, wait.
You fire your Eldritch Blast. And as you do, you see, with each one, a scream emanates from the Snake Man. A primordial scream as, in due time, and with the help of the wolves gutting into it.
No, actually, the wolves don't help with this.
Oh,
they
then,
just hold it down.
Oh, then it will.
No, they're just they don't have any further orders.
Right, in a part of its death throw, it's gonna try to stab you with its scimitars, Kiki.
Okay.
I assume disadvantage because
Just-
grapple.
Yeah.
Can I just step on the hand with the scimitar and say, I'll be taking this back?
That's a 12, a 23, and a 19.
Two hit.
Alright.
Kiki dies.
19 damage.
You still up?
It thrusts its scimitar into you, but before it can get a killing blow, you finish him off with some of the Eldritch Blasts. Completely breaking his skull in the process, and you
Jesus.
look at your hand and notice that in stark contrast to the white that was beforehand, now the tattoo that you have on your hand has grown in a pattern very similar to tendrils of a squid, like all the way up to your elbow. You feel a satisfaction that you can't tell where it is coming from.
Her expression doesn't really change when she does this. I'm sorry, he knew too much, and he had seen us. He knew too much about this, and he was too close with Mordecai. He was his bodyguard.
I understand.
You did what you had to. The snaky bastards are evil. I learned that from my granddad.
But that doesn't mean we won't be able to help his clan get peace back in his land.
Yeah, if we know where they are. Hey, Leafy Goat, Flowery Goat.
Yeah.
All this was my fault. I'm so sorry.
No, it was mine.
No, cause like, I was the one who taunted him. You know, I talked into his head and I told him that he was a pushy. So, like, he came after you because of me. Alright? It's my fault.
You guys can do me a favor and grab Mordecai's body and everything on it.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm gonna drop you back up to the cart and then I'll start collecting stuff, don't worry. But, I'm sorry.
Let's get anything useful out of their bodies and destroy them.
Yeah.
I don't want them to be falling back to the hands of the Triad
Yeah.
because they can bring them back.
We
Yeah.
also probably need to bring those back to town as well, as they start pointing to the magistrate bodies around. So
Yeah.
probably need to bring them back to town as well.
I'll tell the animal companions to start gathering everyone in the central chamber.
Bad news, your magistrates are dead. Good news, it wasn't us.
Better news, the guys who did it are dead. Also, as we're making our way back up to the cart and start moving bodies, Grimthod's going to pat Van on the shoulder. Go, alright, Beefy, go. You're fucking amazing, you know that?
I've been told that before, but this was fun. We should do this again sometime.
Yeah, at this
Yeah, well-
point, you hear a message in your head, Van, going, Van, I'm sorry,
Bugs.
I haven't heard from my friends down at the pub pub if you were there. Is everything alright?
He's like, oh shit, I gotta take this, guys. Hold on.
Go ahead. I know how it is. Voice head. Yeah.
I got a little sidetracked. I'll be back in a little while.
I'll be back,
Still
never.
Wait. No. You see, Lupus? Just told them you're under command of Mask 1. A courier. A mask courier. And they'll shut him up at least.
You get you get an inventory measure back going. All right. Very well. I will be awaiting you back at the observatory.
Sounds good. See you there.
Yeah. So Grimvald's gonna hand you a small bag.
Of coin?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
It is his coin purse.
Yeah.
He's giving you all of his money.
Oh god. That's fine.
By the way,
No,
because
I don't think he had that many anymore, so...
Well, I have 51 platinum and 80 gold.
Oh, okay.
Jesus.
So
I know that Lupus is already.
Who let him handle our money?
So Lupus, you're looting his corpse. I know you were.
Oh god.
What you find is a set of magical items. Do you want me to go by coolness or rarity?
Whichever's easier for you.
Excellent.
Coolness, please.
Yeah.
All right, let's go first with the belt of fire giant strength.
Ooh.
For those of you who don't know, a belt of giant strength permanently sets while you're attuned to it your strength to a number. This sets it to 25.
What the fuck?
Yep.
I'm taking that.
Don't you already have, like, a lot of magic swag?
Yes, he does.
Status sucks
How
on
much
my
more
armor.
can you attune to?
3.
I haven't taken nothing yet.
I have 1.
Does
have
Socks
to-
want to become a strength-based character?
I have to make so I'm changing my character sheet right now. I have so much to do. I do
Yeah.
not wish to be perceived for the moment. I'm
So the belt of
But-
fire giant strength is very rare. Sorry, Socks.
124
No.
No.
There's that.
Yes, it is great for a new up-and-coming cleric who wants to have like 25 strength off the get-go, but it is also good for anyone. Here you go.
Damn.
Jesus.
Yes, and that's not all. The gift that keeps on giving. It was a difficult fight, hey! You did it. You also find on his corpse the gauntlets of flaming fury.
What they do?
Well, on Mordecai, they did something very simple. They allowed him to have basically a flame tongue effect on his weapon, but basically for you it also gives you a d6 on your weapon and unarmed attacks. For fire.
Sorry. On punching. Okay, cool.
Give that to Grimtot and
I'm gonna be honest. I'm unlikely to ever use that.
Oh, I don't have the item prepared. Oh, that's very sad for me. I'm a fucking bean.
No worries, buddy.
I'll give it to you later. And lastly, the Chardeline plate.
oof.
And I'll show that to you.
Plate armor, Durgar. +1 to armor class while wearing. In addition, resistance to bludgeoning, slashing, piercing damage from non-magical. Wow. Okay.
What weight is this armor?
Plate.
Yeah. So it's heavy.
Poo.
Yeah, meaning that it gives you the plate bonus and
It is what Mordecai was building.
would make my defense how much? Switch
21.
Plate. So 19.
plus the shield is 20 still.
Plus the shield would be 21.
Yes.
Shield's plus 2.
So I can give Suggs my armor, the gloves. Yeah,
It does require attunement,
What else?
so what's that?
I know, but you see, soaks his gloves, his armor.
Wait, darling, I
He
can't.
just starts stripping.
Like patting clothes at her feet.
He's in his Y fronts, just like, yeah.
Oh god,
can't-
dear
You
lord.
know, with like all his broken
Just
ribs.
like a cigarette watching all this happen.
Darling, are you aware that I can't put this on? It's not one size fits all.
Yes, it is. Just give it an hour.
That's a lit. I don't feel.
I know a good blacksmith.
And here are the gauntlets of Flaming Fury.
Just the belt and the armor. Everything.
Bonus action. Each flaming weapon. Oh, okay. I thought it was unarmed strikes get the flaming. Okay, so you can apply flaming to a weapon.
Yeah.
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 Oh, okay. If everyone else is cool with it, I wouldn't mind taking those.
I
You
don't
see,
use weapons.
Lupus just gives him to you.
Thanks. So I can make like stuff hot, like eating.
Who here wants his hammer? Fan? Grabbed out.
I'll take. Yeah, they don't take the hammer. Sure.
Yeah, no, great.
Alright, the hammer's
Alright,
a
alright.
warhammer.
Can't wield those.
Yet.
Only simple weapons.
We're gonna get you a short bow.
I don't even think I can wield the short bow.
I have a crossbow you can use.
Alright.
So
So-
here's the thing. I'm gonna have to drop something out of one of my attunement slots because I'm attuned to Braces of Defense, to Celebrator, and to the Instrument of Illusions Drum. So I'm probably gonna have to drop my attunement to the Instrument of Illusions Drum.
Alright. Really quickly, I want to say, because I want to be finishing this session.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Trust, we're gonna be jumping immediately to you next session. So are you gonna be with us?
That sounds about right. Yeah, of course.
Excellent. We are going to be back next time after the party has successfully managed to defeat and kill Mordecai. And a word to all of them is that on the other side of the city at this point, a woman is sitting before a glass orb. The orb is showing the party happily delving into the splitting of Mordecai's many wares.
Also, we are brutally disassembling his body and like getting rid of it.
Yep.
There is no trace left of him once Kiki is done.
Yep.
Finger.
You notice that. You notice. No one notices. The figure that is watching this orb grimaces. Behind her, Durand leans in and says, I told you this would happen. He would go and get himself killed. And now they have his stuff. It's gonna be a pain to get it back. And we don't have enough money to keep throwing away. We have a job to do. I understand the stupendous bond you have with her, but at this point it has become detrimental. We began this together for a purpose. I know you will need your time to think, so have it. I'm going to be back at my personal quarters. We need to prepare. The figure leaves the room as, sitting onto an iron chair, the woman figure puts both her hands over her mouth and says, oh, my dear sweet sister.
No!
What happened?
It's the heart.
What have you gotten yourself into? And that's when we're going to end the session for the day.
What have you got yourself into, bitch?
Goodbye,